Yeah, go for football. Timberwolves, Wild, all that, and so much more. And with special guests coming in to play a little initials game today. So let's get her started, shall we? Lots to get to, but here is Nate Bargatze with some comedy. It's Thanksgiving season. It's comedy on the Power Trip. Come on in. I'm glad you're here.
It usually starts happening when you start doing the holidays at your house instead of your parents' house. My parents, they downsized into a 2-bedroom townhome. They still want to do Thanksgiving at their house, but they don't have the room for us. There's 20 of us. It's like a college kid being like, you want to do Christmas in my dorm room? There's a table for 4, and then they have to put a train of TV trays and nightstands that just weaves down this hallway. I mean, you're sitting on stairs. We made the kids go eat in the car. We just go back in the car. You can't even eat inside. My mom didn't have ketchup. I was like, everybody just has ketchup. It just comes in houses. If I went to some alcoholic's house, he would have ketchup. His whole family would be gone, but I would say, do you have ketchup? He'd be like, I'm not that gone, man.
All right, Friday, November 14th, Power Trip Morning Show. I'm Corey Cove. That's Chris Hockey. There's Zachary Halverson. No sauce today. He's in Las Vegas, Nevada.
There is no sauce, only Gambler.
Well, and look, man, I feel relief because yesterday I'm like, man, I love this Gambler bit. What a bit. We need to lean into this. And then Sauce goes, that's Dov's bit. And I'm like, God dang it. I walked right into the trap that Dov came up with Gambler, right? Well, luckily there's Twitter. About 9 billion Simpsons fans tweeted at us and said, that's not Dov's bit. That's from The Simpsons. So now I feel so much better about saying that's a great bit.
It is a great bit.
Because Dov didn't come up with it. He just likes The Simpsons. Hopefully Gambler has already taken over Sauce, has infected his brain, and Sauce is up at 3:30 Vegas time just hammering max bet.
Yeah, I would guess he hasn't been to bed.
Ooh.
He's been in chase mode all night long, I guess.
Oh, I hope. Because otherwise,
there,
Sauce from not that many years ago would have gone to bed at about 7:30.
Oh, yeah.
Even in Vegas.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Oh, Gambler's taken over.
Yeah, it's got him now. That happens, it'll pull you right into its cave. Been in there. I decorated the place.
Mm-hmm. You dated him for a couple of years.
I did, yeah. I thought I'm going to be in here for a while. I might as well have some sex.
Yeah. If Gambler takes over your entire body,
sure,
but then you move in with him, isn't it just like banging yourself?
Sure. Yeah. Obviously.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It goes without saying.
Hey, whatever works.
It doesn't work. It works for a minute or two. Then you realize your hand is sore and you got no money in your bank account and you got to get a hold of your life.
Right.
But by then it's too late. So you just say, forget it. I give up. And then, the authorities get a call and, sooner or later you realize you got to go back to being meat sauce.
And that is Gambler.
That's
right?
Yeah, right.
Before you know it's over, it's over.
It's over. Yeah, you have no idea. And then you look around and you're like, wow.
Wow, way to go.
I've only been here for 24 hours.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Gambler.
Yeah. What happened?
Great bit, Simpsons.
Yeah. I look in the mirror and don't recognize the person in the mirror. And I've only been here for 18 hours.
You know what's crazy is we're talking about your demons. We're talking about Sauce's potential demons.
Yeah.
And all it makes me want to do is go gamble.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, you got
It's like Gambler adjacent.
Yeah.
I'm not infected, but I just want to,
you are.
Like if I'm at the same party as him, though, I might wink at him from across the room and be like, what's up, buddy?
Did you just
How
say
are you?
that you're not infected?
I'm not infected with Gambler, where I black out and I don't know where I am.
I would say
I just love gambling.
There's 60% of the time you're talking about gambling on this show.
That's my favorite thing.
That's what I mean. Well, hi, Gambler.
But Gambler lacks self-discipline, right? Gambler is a train without a track.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a train on the tracks going, let's take this train to the casino.
Sure. I mean, sure.
As often as possible.
Yeah.
And once in a while I hop off the train and, go watch the kiddo do a gymnastics meet or something. And then I hop back on the train and say, where's the next stop? Let's go.
Sure. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that while it works. It'll last a while. Enjoy
Like
it.
I said, Right now, I don't believe I'm infected by Gambler, but by the time I realize it's too late, it will be too late.
Well, you got THC blower over there and Disney blower over there. So I mean, everybody's got their blower.
I'm a little gambler too.
Yeah, you got a lot of blowers on you.
Yeah,
let's hear it for the blowers.
Zach has a whole bunch of festering addiction. That's
you really
true.
Do, yeah. And some festering other things.
Yeah. I gotta get that itched.
I mean,
Zachary, rest of your life.
Yeah.
You cannot use any kind of THC, or you can never go to Disney again.
Zach! Is that an option?
No, one of the two. No more THC the rest of your life, or never go to a Disney park ever again.
Damn, that's tough. Yeah, sorry, Walt. It's been fun.
Yeah.
But I could probably get by without the Diz.
Oh, man. FOMO would be off the charts, right? 5 years from now, they have 2 or 3 just epic new rides,
That's
and
the
you're
thing,
checked out.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot of Magic Kingdom work right now, so damn.
Well, tough call. Get back to us, buddy.
You smoke enough, though, or take enough, and you'll believe you're anywhere.
That's a great point. Just get super
point.
high and think you're on a ride.
Yeah, you might. Well, and you will be on a ride. Yeah, magic carpet ride.
Yeah.
Just dress up as Mickey Mouse from Fantasia.
Diddle yourself.
Diddle yourself. Play with your sorcerer's apprentice little cane or staff or bow or whatever the hell what does he have in there? Some kind of like doesn't he have like a it doesn't matter. What do I care? I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Yeah, masturbation blower.
That's it.
You got a lot of addictions. Festering addictions.
Yeah, they're festering. A lot of festering.
They're playing the 7th Street entry tonight.
Lucky bastards.
Yeah.
Very good.
Enjoy it. You know?
You know, we've mentioned this before, but I bet I've been to First Avenue in my life. Let's go, I don't know, somewhere in the 50-ish range, right?
Okay.
Something like that. With a lot of them being in my teens and 20s, I would go to almost any show I could possibly get my hands on that I thought was cool.
Were you 15, though? Because...
Oh, the news.
Anyway, yeah.
15 was the first one for Weezer. Anyway,
see?
I have never, not once, been to the 7th Street entry. Not nuts. First Ave like 50-ish times. Never been to 7th Street entry.
Neither one of you?
Nope. Not once.
Never been?
Never. I've been really only been a few times at First Ave. I wish I.
It's the best.
Yeah.
You can just feel the history every time you walk in there, and it rocks. Like it sounds fantastic.
Yeah. Rock a row.
And you're close to the stage wherever you are.
No matter where, exactly. And sometimes Jared Leto yells at you and just berates you and doesn't understand there's a guy in a wheelchair and a blind guy.
You have hold a grudge glore.
Yep, and that one I embrace. In fact, I don't even think that person has infected me. I believe I truly am that person, and I infect others. I am the origin story of hold on to grudge blower. It's hard to say. Freaking ass Jared Leto yelling.
You share that story as if it's a bad thing. Some of us would have liked to have been talked down to by.
Yeah, right.
Well, but not if you're with your wife who does not like to be in the spotlight and got completely embarrassed and left like 2 songs later. She's like, "Can we leave?" 100%. Well,
that's because Grumbler over there beside her had already ruined the concert for her.
No, at that point, the person who had taken over was, "I wish I would have yelled this, and I regret not thinking of this faster blower." Because when Jared Leto yelled at the box at First Avenue, like, "Why aren't you guys losing your bleeping minds?" Well, this guy's in a wheelchair and that guy's blind, so we're.
I'd like to introduce you to Let It Go Blower.
But like, I had a window of I could have screamed at him back, and the whole crowd would have heard me because that awkward silence when he was like, "Who are these people in that box? You guys think you're better than everybody else?"
That's what he said?
Yes.
The Hollywood actor?
I mean, kind of, yes. Exactly.
That's
no
not what he said, but
self-awareness.
that's what you heard.
Yeah, I'm paraphrasing. It's like when Sauce quotes me. It's the gist of it. It's close enough. Long story longer. Unless you're getting yelled at by Jared Leto, First Avenue is unbelievable.
If you yelled back, that video would have gone viral.
Yeah.
It would have been great.
People
Yeah.
have been like, look at this douche.
Hey, my kiddo went viral on TikTok.
What?
Yeah, Bailey and her boyfriend posted the Stranger Things thing on Halloween because they went as Steve and Nancy as for Stranger Things. Over 1 million views in the last 10 days.
Was it them or their front door in the background?
Oh my God, yeah.
No, but
Vagina blower.
yeah, exactly. No, they got over 1 million views, and even Stranger Things commented on their post saying it was like, for a 20-year-old, she's like, I went viral. Like, she can't believe it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Super cool.
Yeah, man.
Super cool.
That's pretty neat.
And of course, that's the beauty of going viral. Guess how much they have profited off of that?
Nah.
$0 American dollars, right?
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
Best of luck to them.
Yeah. But it's a good story.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a good story, man.
I think they've told everybody they know at that age, like, check this out. We have 300,000 likes and over 1 million views. Pretty cool.
Corey,
Yes, sir.
just reading this as I'm sitting here. Did you read about the great white shark?
I did not.
The largest great white shark ever recorded is near a popular spot in New Jersey, looking for lunch. Maritime Research Group is reporting the shark called Contender has been detected just miles from Atlantic City. Contender is reported to be over 1,600 pounds. About 32 years old, Contender was first tagged back in January in waters near the Florida-Georgia line. And has pinged the research group more than 40 times since he's been heading north. In order for the group to receive a ping on Contender's location, his dorsal fin has to break the ocean surface. Interesting. I wonder, like, if
Yikes.
they're like watching him and like, oh, Contender, don't eat that toddler.
Well, Chris, everything dies, baby.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
I guess everything that dies.
All right, so
someday
hang on.
comes back.
You said how much Contender weighs,
Yeah.
which, no offense, I don't care. It's a lot.
Yeah.
How long is this son of a
I don't have
bitch?
that in the news story.
Because,
No.
I mean,
They say it's the largest great white ever recorded.
then I think it's got to be in the low to mid 20s,
You
right?
would
That's
think
about as
so,
big as
right?
they get.
Yeah. Because we've done stories before about the great white sharks on here.
Well, and I believe, again, 50 years ago when Jaws came out, when he goes, that's a 20-footer, and
Yeah.
25. I don't believe they had ever seen a 25-foot great white. That was part of why they said 25, is they're basically saying this is the biggest great white that exists,
Yeah.
was Jaws.
Yeah.
Who named it Contender? And by the way, if you're the biggest one of all time, you're not the contender, you're the champion.
Yeah, he ain't no pretender.
What a terrible name, Contender.
Yeah.
Undisputed.
Yeah.
That's a huge bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, you said it's right outside of Atlantic City?
Atlantic City, come alive.
So I there's a lot of transplants. Here's a little heads up to anybody that's listening to the fan because you're a Minnesota transplant living in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So if you're like, wow, I'm not going in there if Contender's in there. If you got pinged right outside of the shoreline here, I'm not going in there. One way to check if there's great white sharks anywhere near you. So you go down to the water, dip your hand in the water,
Sure.
and then if you then taste the water, if it tastes salty in any way, then there's sharks in the water and you shouldn't go in. Do you guys know that?
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
if it tastes like salt water, then there are sharks in there and you should not go in. True story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. I guess if I'm ever in Atlantic City
I would say
with
anywhere.
my makeup on and my hair pretty.
Yeah. God. Gambler will consume you in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Great bit, Simpsons.
Yeah. Oh, you guys saw the last text from Creasel, right?
Yeah, he's on fire.
He's on fire.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
By himself.
Somebody help him.
Yeah. Just rolling around down there by himself. Because, gamblers calling the place a sea palace down at the other end of the casino.
Yep.
Walking around wondering what he's doing with his life and how he's going to tell his wife.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
What?
Hold the fort.
What?
This stupid thing says the largest great white shark ever recorded, Contender.
Yeah.
1,653 pounds, 13 feet long.
13 feet.
I don't even know how heavy he is.
Come on.
That ain't. That's not very much,
1,600
is it?
pounds?
It's a huge bitch.
Hang on a second here.
That's not a lot, is it?
Females get, male. He's the biggest male of all time that they've ever seen.
Oh.
Females, they say, are more like 16 feet. The record for What's the record for a female?
Okay, now
The
we're
females are taller than the males?
That's a huge bitch.
They're heavier too.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So Deep Blue, not the computer. Deep Blue, the female great white shark, estimated to be 20 feet long. Zach, your hands up.
Wood hawk.
Freak!
Man, I like those dimensions, though. I like a lady who's that much bigger than me.
Like a 33%.
Yeah, just...
So pretty much anybody on the Minnesota Lynx roster.
You come to me.
Like,
Yes,
anybody
ma'am.
approaching like 6'5" is...
Yeah, now we're
math
talking.
doesn't quite work out, but stay with me.
Now we're talking.
Yikes.
You come over here. Yes, contender.
Just some Goliath.
Yeah.
You know what's great about the David versus Goliath story is, now Goliath is just a word for, that person is a giant. That person is a Goliath.
Yeah.
That was just his name.
Yeah.
Right? Think of if it was David versus Paul.
Yeah.
I don't know why I picked Paul. I think you'll understand in a second. If it was David versus Paul and David slain Paul as a giant underdog, now we'd just be like, God, that person was an absolute Paul.
Poor gambler.
That's a huge bitch.
Man, Goliath really got a bad rap.
Yeah.
One gigantic person named Goliath, and now nobody gets named Goliath anymore. Kind of a cool name.
It's not the same for David. We don't think of David as little people.
Except for Dov Lambert.
That's a good person. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so Adam Weber, statistically the greatest quarterback in the history of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Adam Weber will be here about 7:30. He's playing initials and making his Power Trip debut. That'll be super cool to meet Adam Weber. Thanks to Tommy Olson. Parrish later, Marnie later, Mr. Z at 6:20 to talk about movies. Lots to get to between now and 9 o'clock. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
Remember, don't feed them after midnight. Unless it's pizza. This holiday, give the gift of Luce. Buy $100 in gift cards and get a $25 bonus card for yourself. Just maybe skip the water. PizzaLuce.com.
For a rewarding career, join Twin City Framers, the industry leader in the largest wood frame projects. Twin City Framers believes good work deserves good pay. That's why a lead framer makes $38.75 per hour, with profit sharing and scheduled reviews with raises, plus full insurance, 401k, paid time off, training, a great work environment, and more. At Twin City Framers, enjoy constant, safe work and get home in time for dinner. Apply at TwinCityFramers.com now. That's TwinCityFramers.com.
Minnesota's got a lot to be proud of, like Cheerios and Kemp's Milk, two original favorites. When this team pairs up, it's way beyond Minnesota nice. It's gosh darn delicious. Whether you need a quick snack, a post-gym refuel, or easy breakfast, a serving of Cheerios protein and a serving of Kemp's Milk delivers 16 grams of tasty protein. It's convenient, satisfying, and keeps you going. Cheerios and Kemp's Milk, your Minnesota protein pair. Cheerios protein is a good source of protein per serving.
651carpets.com. Have you heard about 651 Carpets Plus? Oh my gosh, I had them come out to my house for a free in-home estimate. I had quotes from Costco, Home Depot, and Empire, and they were all $1,000 or more expensive for a lower quality carpet. I was able to add 2 more rooms for the same price. I definitely highly recommend 651 Carpets Plus. If I hadn't called them, I would have never been able to do 2 more rooms of carpet in my house. It looks so beautiful.
This is just one of thousands of happy customers that 651 Carpets Plus has helped over the past 11 years. The entire staff at 651 Carpets Plus loves to make people happy. Why spend more than you have to on flooring or countertops? 651 Carpets Plus are different. They want to save you money and help you navigate through the buying process by finding you what will work best in your home and your lifestyle. 651 Carpets Plus wants to earn your business for life by providing the best quality for the lowest price every time.
651carpets.com. This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
As a fan, you know all the important sports cliches. And when you save money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive, you can get out there and give it 110%, even though that's mathematically impossible. And remember, failure is not an option. Well, it's always an option, just not a good one. But you're not worried because you've got ice in your veins. You're on fire. How can both of those things be true at the same time? Well, that's between you and your doctor. So get out there and leave it all on the field. Leave what? Who cares? Just leave it and save with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates, other insurance, not available in all states or situations.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart.
Need better sleep? Score huge deals on your perfect bed at Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Stop in today and let the sleep experts find the right upgrade for your unique needs. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell.
Twin Cities weather, it's going to be a beautiful day today, mostly sunny with a high of 67 in the Twin Cities. A little breezy this afternoon with wind gusting to around 20. Tonight, 45 tomorrow, sunny, cooler, but still nice. Our high right around 53. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Current temp now 37.
The slow-roasted Cantina chicken menu is here to stay with ingredients like purple cabbage and freshly prepared pico de gallo. Try it today at a participating U.S. Taco Bell location while supplies last. Contact store for participation, which varies.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Touchdown! Gophers, Oregon, tonight on the audio home for Gophers football. FM 100.3 KFXN, Minneapolis, St. Paul. The Fan.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my Patrick Mark Show. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. J.J. McCarthy. No, I'm sorry. Justin Jefferson, the other J.J., talked to the press yesterday. Addressed a lot of things.
Oh,
says he's got to get back to being him. Got to get back to being J.J. year 3. And somebody said, what the hell does that mean? This is what he said.
Just the big, plays. Of course, that year I had the Offensive Player of the Year. Just different moments in that season. I felt like I was just on a different level. So just trying to work back into that, the feeling of being out there on Sundays and going out there and just killing it, and whoever's in front of me. So just having that mentality back and just, being back to my old self.
When we talked to Adam Thielen in about 40 minutes or so, I want to ask him about that. I wonder how often as a professional athlete, you're watching film and you're like, I did that. That's me. That's how I did, and everybody in the world saw me do that, and I got to get my ass together. Because you get angry.
He was pissed. That was like the most I've ever, most mad I've ever seen Adam Thielen. Can't wait to ask him about it and what the officials said and whether he ended up thinking he was right or wrong after watching the film back. I wonder.
I
pissed,
heard
though.
him on with Brera, and the thing that I think bothered him the most is that he threw a fit like that, and the play didn't count at all because it was an incomplete pass, and they declined the penalty. So it didn't really matter. So he could have,
chilled out
a bit, and then he had a good conversation apparently with the receiver afterwards. But still, it'd be good to talk to him about that and find out how he feels about it this many days later. Yeah. I don't know. He's pissed, though. Oof.
Fuming.
Pissed. Yeah, he's pissed.
Yeah. The JJ post, though, too, it's like it's another good reminder, too, that your tweets get interpreted 1,000 different ways. So you might not want to be cryptic, right? Like Stephon Diggs was really good at that back in the day, too. A lot of them like posting like mysterious things. If you post things like, I just want to get back to year 3, people are going to go, well, what does that mean? You liked your quarterback better in year 3? Like, I don't know. It's just you got to think things through before you post on social media, because then you're going to get asked a lot of questions. And I think a lot of times that's why people do that, is because they want to get asked. They want the attention. I don't think JJ did it intentionally, though. I'm just saying, Diggs or other guys like that have done it over the years where it's, okay, we get it.
Yeah.
You just want us to ask you about the mystery. Wow.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I think he was talking about going back to Bethlehem.
Yeah, year 3.
Yeah, just a few years afterwards.
I mean, you missed it by 3 years, though.
Yeah, but go, still go see him. He's a toddler now.
Yeah. Might be running around.
Is this him? Is this the guy?
Did he still live there? I don't know the story.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't think he moved. Maybe he did. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
The wrong person to ask.
Yeah. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Yeah, right.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Hey, 2 weeks from today, we're going to be at Mall of America for the 24th birthday, essentially, of the Power Trip Morning Show. Black Friday at the Rotunda, 2 weeks from today.
Don't count your chickens. We haven't made it yet.
True. Most of us will be there 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, man. Think of that.
So main Rotunda, just 7 to 9. 7 to 9, Black Friday, Mall of America, Rotunda, 24th anniversary of the Power Trip Morning Show. Initials, right, at 8:15, like we've done the last couple of years at Mall of America.
Yeah. Prizes.
And, prizes on the line. So what we're doing is everybody that plays initials in terms of like Hawk, Marnie, Sauce, Parrish, we will attach a listener to each of them. The winning player and then that person's Rube representative wins $1,000, and everybody else just gets $250 just for giving it a shot. And then they're also going to randomly draw one winner after initials from the crowd for another $250.
How about that, man?
So come down, man. Some chances to win some money at the good old Rotunda at Mall of America.
That'll
or as
help
we
with
mentioned earlier, the Mega Mall this week.
That'll help with all the things you're there to buy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So win some money, start shopping.
Well,
Black Friday at MOA.
Do you think Saucy will make it back? I mean,
I think it's more likely he's back before the Vikings game because Gambler takes over and he crashes out.
We had it was sort of like a Bigfoot sighting. I just had somebody is out in Vegas right now, and they just texted me some footage. They saw a gambler walking through the casino. Man, sounds like
Sauce.
Yeah, that's definitely gambler. I saw the video of it too. Sounds like he's just walking by. Man.
Oh, there he goes.
There he goes.
Sounds like he's thinking about something.
He's thinking about going.
Oh, here he comes.
He's thinking about going to the ATM. Wow.
Oh.
Gambler's got him.
And I wonder what he's eventually going to say.
Wow, that's disturbing footage. He does walk like Bigfoot, in case you're wondering.
Oh, man.
He's been up for a long time, and he's lost all his money, and he doesn't know how to tell Cal. Been there.
I can't wait to find out what time he went to bed last night.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like Creasel went gambling solo, which means Sauce checked out.
Yeah. Do you want to ask him?
Sure.
Ask Gambler.
Gambler, what time did you go to bed?
He doesn't remember. He's stuck in the trance. That's what happens, man. Been there.
You know, the thing about the thing is,
maybe he's trying to meditate.
Well, that might take the edge off.
Yeah, it might. Poor Gambler. That's all he can say. It's the only word he's got left.
Is it possible he's just trying to bet on the University of Minnesota and he's telling the sports book he just wants to bet on
I think he's already ordered the drink and began drinking it, and his card's been declined because of all the money he's already lost.
Yeah.
And he's looking at the waitress. And he's like, do you see a guy with no legs? 'Cause he'll help me out.
How great would it be, instead of just a standard ATM where you put your PIN code in, if every casino had a Zoltar machine? Remember how Josh Baskin had to get like the coin to line up with Zoltar's mouth? How it had to roll into the mouth?
Yeah, right.
How great would it be just watching Sauce try to time that, and like he only got his money if he got that thing to roll into Zoltar's mouth? Because then you're rock bottom, and then your dexterity comes into play too, and you're 0.2.
Oh yeah, and he's been 0.2 for a long time. He was 0.2 when he was texting us yesterday. Obviously, I mean you could tell.
No doubt.
Yeah.
There is no doubt.
Yeah.
Front page sports in a second. More of Gambler, I assume, at some point. Oh man.
Oh, yeah. Once I get time with the computer in there,
I don't think he's meditating.
I think he's trying to understand why his PIN code doesn't work on his ATM card anymore. Well done, Cal. Good thinking.
Front page sports in a second. Mr. Z in like 20 minutes. Adam Thielen this hour as well. Then Parrish, Marnie, Adam Weber later. Initials at 8:15. $103,500. Maybe if Gambler is completely broke, you could just call in and win the jackpot. $103,500. I think the Power Trip Morning Show is sleepwalking on that number. Like, we are it's been so long since it's gone off. We aren't going to know what to do with ourselves the day it goes off.
We didn't the first time, that's for sure. Yeah, that's crazy. It's fun,
so
man.
Now it's just like, yeah, we're in like that mode where it's like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll be like another year or 2 or 3 years. Who knows? It's going to go off, and we're all going to be speechless.
Yeah.
And not know what to do that we gave somebody over $100,000. That might be today. You never know. Don't worry about it, baby. You're in Vegas. And that noise is bothersome. Front Page Sports is next.
It's Chris Hockey. Imagine you didn't have any kind of reliable internet connectivity or technology. Imagine how that would limit you in your day. How would you apply for a new job? How would you or your kids get their homework done? How would you even go about scheduling a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment? Well, how about this? AT&T has committed $5 billion by 2030 to help 25 million people get and stay connected to affordable, high-speed internet access and digital resources. $5 billion. And as part of that effort, since 2021, AT&T has distributed more than 160,000 computers and Wi-Fi hotspots to students and families nationwide. This year, they plan to distribute 30,000 more laptops, about $9 million worth. So people literally could go from having no connectivity, no internet, to the kind of technology that's going to help level the playing field. This is a truly important effort, giving people the opportunity to grow into a better life. I love that. Way to go, AT&T. Bridge that digital divide.
Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
Good morning, and good news. They cleared an accident, Highway 36 eastbound at Highway 5, and they cleared a medical emergency, Highway 100 northbound at France. Tonight at 10 p.m., 494 closes westbound from Cedar to Highway 100 for weekend construction. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest Total Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Sounds kind of like the starting bell to Grandma's house. Or maybe snowbirding. Just remember to stop by before you go. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Oil changes in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed.
Treasure Island Resort and Casino, TICasino.com. If you can't get to Vegas like Sauce, you could maybe get to Treasure Island Resort and Casino this weekend. Tonight, Aaron Lewis and the Stateliners are at Treasure Island Resort and Casino. If you want to go see Aaron Lewis, tickets still available at TICasino.com. And while you're at the website, why not book a room? Get one for tonight or this weekend. Make a weekend out of it. Lots of fun. Not just for you. You could bring your spouse. You could bring your friends. You can actually bring the family, too. There's an arcade. There's a water park. There's a bowling alley. There's lots to do. There's food options. And, of course, every gaming option you can imagine, whether it's slots, bingo, poker, blackjack, stadium gaming. They have that awesome high limit area. Lots going on at TI. Island Bacon Fest is less than 2 weeks away now. Or I guess it's just over 2 weeks away. It's 15 days away. If you love bacon, Island Bacon Fest later this month. TICasino.com for all the details on Island Bacon Fest. Treasure Island Resort and Casino is right outside of Red Wing, Minnesota. Go have some fun this weekend. Go have some fun today. Skip work. What do you care? It's awesome. TICasino.com.
Buying, selling, or just living in a home? You can trust Standard Water to fix your radon or mold problems. Standard Water is the radon and mold expert since 1977. Free estimates start at standardwater.com. Standardwater.com. Standard Water for mold and radon.
Tanya, we have jobs that require to have a lot of pep in our step when we're on the mic, but let's be real, some days the pep ain't peppin', right?
I mean, 1,000,000,000%, Disney. But do you know about Red Bull Zero? Have you tried it yet?
Yes, I have. It's exactly what I've been looking for. I love my snacks, so I was looking for an option without sugar, and Red Bull Zero has the same energy blend as Red Bull, but bye-bye sugar.
Yeah, they use monk fruit extract instead, and it's just as delicious. The secret's out. I keep a Red Bull Zero at hand.
In Minnesota, the best tuna noodle casserole is the one made with Miracle Whip. Everyone from Duluth to Moorhead knows that tangy zip. So here's to you for keeping it bold, keeping it zippy, and keeping Miracle Whip in all your favorite recipes. Buy now and get your tang on, Minnesota.
Interesting. Hey, my name is Chris Hockey, and I'm here for Builders and Remodelers at buildersandremodelers.com. This is the weekend. You're thinking maybe it's time we take a step forward. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die and get some new siding on our house. Builders and Remodelers is ready. They're here for you. Let's get this started, shall we? We're talking brands like James Hardy, LP Smart Side, installed by professionals who've been doing it for a very long time. Trusted professionals. You know, Builders and Remodelers, they believe that they want to give you the best products at the best prices, backed by the best warranties. That's why they use those top brands. And also give you best deals like this. Right now, you can save up to $5,000 off your project, your siding project, or your roofing project. But we're talking siding right now. So check them out. Get started today. BuildersandRemodelers.com. Find out why I always say nobody does it better.
Chilly nights? Stay warm with Hoffman's $59 furnace tune-up. Comfort starts here.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. Visit roberthalf.com/Twin Cities. No one knows Twin City businesses like locals. With decades of experience here in the Twin Cities, Robert Half connects skilled professionals in finance, technology, administrative, and more. Visit roberthalf.com/Twin Cities.
Fan forecast. Another day, a little warmer on tap. High of 65.
From the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios, this is the Power Trip on FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan.
We have your shot at tickets to Sunday's divisional battle all week long by showing us your purple presets at KFAN. As a preset on the iHeartRadio app, screenshot it and post it with hashtag KFAN purple preset to your social media. And make sure to follow and tag KFAN as well. Winners will be DM'd today. So get the full rules at KFAN.com, keyword contests.
Yeah. You guys ever read Moby Dick?
Never did.
Never did. Not even in school?
No.
Interesting.
That was not one of the required books in middle school or high school.
It's a whale, right?
A lot of those are... Yes. Yes, it is about a whale, yes.
Yeah. An obsession. It's about obsession.
Is that right?
That's right.
Should have read it.
Yeah, it's never too late.
True.
Yeah. That's not true. I guess it'd be too late. Like if and you wanted to physically read it and you woke up and you were 98 years old and they tell you have 2 days to live and you've been blind for like a month. I guess you would say, I can't physically read it anymore.
Oh, there's Braille. You'd have to quickly learn Braille.
Yeah, but that's a long book.
Yeah, I mean, but I got 2 days to read it.
Yeah. Is that what you're going to do with your last 2 days on the planet? Of course, nobody likes you.
That's a good point.
Well, you could listen to the audiobook.
Yeah, that's not reading physically. I've been told that many a times.
That's not right. That's reading. In
It's
fact,
breathing?
they actually have a version that is narrated by the original author, Herman Melville.
That's incredible.
Look, both things can be true. Listening to a book on audio tape or whatever, or streamed, clearly that is enhancing your knowledge. That is accepting information. That isn't reading. By definition, it's listening.
Right.
You know what I mean, Zachary? Like, have you ever read Moby Dick? If you listen to the audiobook, I'd say no. You've heard it. You've consumed it. You now understand it. I wouldn't say you read it.
I mean...
Do I read Smartless every week?
The term reading is a social construct.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah, explain what you think reading is.
Interpreting a story. Like you can get a good read on a receiver. You're not reading words.
There are multiple meanings
to the word read.
You know how I knew that? I once read a dictionary and saw it. It was left to right, top to bottom.
I listened to the entire Merriam-Webster dictionary on audiobook.
You make weird choices.
Did you learn anything?
Not really.
Yeah. Boring.
Yeah. Did you get to the word boring?
I did. I got to the B's.
Oh.
And the C's, and then I stopped on the D's.
That makes sense, and that's
on brand.
On brand, and also that's still a lot. It's a lot of words. A lot of words.
Here's a lot of words because this is Front Page Sports.
Now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores. You can get Celsius 2 for $5, and you can mix and match any flavors you want. What was the one Tommy had yesterday? Mandarin marshmallow?
Yeah, that's what he said.
But they got that spritz vibe. They got a whole bunch of different flavors of Celsius, whatever you need for some energy. 2 for $5 for a limited time at Holiday. Thanks, Holiday.
Yeah, I had to check his work because I thought he was making up the words Mandarin marshmallow and just making us look like foos. But that really existed. I saw yesterday at Holiday.
Nuts, right?
Mandarin marshmallow. I don't know, man.
Everybody remaining in Power Trip Survivor except for Marnie had the Patriots last night. And for a second, just a second or two, it was dicey.
Oh.
But then after that, the Patriots took over 27-14. I believe they were 12.5-point favorites, so they win by 13. Sometimes it's just crazy, but,
Yeah, sometimes
recency
you're like,
bias or whatever.
That must be rigged.
27-14, they beat the Jets. That is their 8th consecutive victory. Travion Henderson, the star last night, 3 touchdowns, 2 of them rushing, 1 of them receiving. He had 62 yards on the ground. Drake May, 25 of 34 for 281 and a score. The New England Patriots have won 8 straight and are now 9-2.
His first rushing touchdown, when he turned the corner and decided he was going to go straight ahead, it was like somebody, like God pushed him from behind. That's how fast he got up to speed. It was unbelievable. And then he hit the defensive lineman, and somebody got behind him and pushed him into the end zone. But the acceleration was incredible to watch. It was almost breathtaking. It was like watching somebody hit the gas on a Tesla. Unbelievable, that kid. Jeez Louise.
You know what sucks is, again, we'll never know this unless somebody writes a book at some point.
I'll do
but
it.
Everything we heard was that the Vikings wanted Drake May really bad, right? They wanted Drake May. How do we get Drake May? And, the Patriots didn't budge. Those teams at the top didn't budge, and they didn't get him. They didn't trade up and get him. Where was J.J. McCarthy on their list? Well, maybe never know. But they may have been absolutely right about Drake May and just not been able to get their hands on him.
Right.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. I'm glad we got our guy. What do you think of that?
And both can be true, and maybe he ends up being awesome as well. But right now, Drake May is the MVP frontrunner on DraftKings, and they're 9-2.
In his first year?
Second.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Second year.
Oh.
Second year.
Don't say that. You'll be called a Bobo.
Second year.
Oh, well. I guess write Bobo on my forehead and slap me silly.
And Bobo's a word you understand because you read the dictionary up to D.
Yes.
And listen, Zach, I've told you this once. I'll tell you twice. That's going to cost you $40.
Okay.
I don't just write things on people's foreheads and slap them around for free.
Well, when you're drunk.
Not anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
Good for you.
I need the money.
So is it $10 per letter?
It's $10 per slap.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You're paying for the slap.
That's what you're paying for. Anybody can write.
Right.
I got fists of fury over here.
Oh, jeez.
Dude, I wrote Smartlist this week.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, writing is a social construct.
Yeah, it is. It is. He's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can be right about something.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I stopped after your name in the dictionary.
You're clever. I'm going to miss you next
You
week.
got the DIs.
Yep.
Oh, God. You're going to be gone. Gambler's going to be back.
Yep. He'll be sitting in that chair.
Yep.
Looking for
just as
more,
clever.
Looking for more appearances.
Oh, God. He's probably doing a Kemp's Malk appearance sometime this weekend.
Well, Melk was a bad choice. Didn't you wear that shirt yesterday, Gambler?
Shohei Ohtani, unanimous NL MVP. Even Lavelle voted for Ohtani. 4th win in the last 5 seasons for Ohtani. He got all 30 first-place votes. He is 31 years old. I did not know this. Here's a couple of crazy stats if you care. Barry Bonds has the most MVPs all time. He has 7. There's a whole bunch of guys with 3. We'll get to that in a second. But Ohtani now has the 2nd most MVPs of all time with 4. I don't know why I would have guessed that more people had 4. But now it's just 2 guys, Bonds and Ohtani. Doesn't 4 seem like a number that's pretty obtainable for the greats of all time?
Yeah.
But I guess not. I guess a lot of them have 3, as in 13 of them.
Yeah.
But check this stat out.
I'm checking.
I didn't fact check this. I don't know why I'm hitting the button because I'm not going to have you guess. I'm just going to tell you something. I didn't fact check this, but this is what ESPN wrote yesterday. Shohei Ohtani, in his first 2 years now with the Dodgers, MVP both years, and the Dodgers won the championship both years, right?
Okay.
MVP both years, title both years.
Yep.
How about this? First player ever in Major League Baseball, the NBA, the NHL, or the NFL to win MVP and the title in both years in the first 2 years with the team.
Damn.
So at any point when you join the team, whether you're a rookie or later you switch or get traded or sign, first player in the history of all four sports to win MVP and the championship in the first 2 years with that team. So sure, 10 years, $700 million. That was the contract in December of 2023. And all he's done is won 2 MVPs and 2 titles.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
You know what I'm looking up right now?
Oh, boy.
I already did that.
Okay.
Yeah. I was reading Hustler magazine, listening to it. The most valuable player for each of the 4 major sports. I wonder what year we would look at those 4 and say that was the greatest year. Like, I'm guessing Jordan won it in probably like 80. And just throw out
I don't know when he won his first one. That's a good question.
But like
he dominated that in the 90s, but I have no idea when his first one was.
Yeah. Let's see. Most valuable player history.
Well, and already to your point,
88.
That's when he won his first one?
Yeah.
Was Wayne Gretzky the MVP that year as well? Because already we're talking Gretzky and Jordan overlapping, right?
Right. And that could have been like
Joe Montana,
Joe
maybe.
Montana. That's exactly what I was going to say, yeah.
Then you're talking 87 for baseball.
Valenzuela.
There's a lot of people it could be.
Valenzuela.
Gretzky won his first in 79 and won 8 consecutive MVPs all the way to 86, 87.
So did not overlap with Michael Jordan? Jordan won it the following year?
Yeah, because he won it again in 88, 89, but he didn't. There was that one gap year when Jordan took over.
Jose Canseco and Kirk Gibson in 88. George Bell and Andre Dawson in 87.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
But still.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a good question. Since it's 4, what is the Mount Rushmore of MVPs in 1 year?
Hey, did Frank Thomas never had any steroid situations, did he?
I don't remember. He definitely loves testosterone.
You can tell. He wants an erection. He wants it now.
Doug Flutie and him do a lot of commercials about your testosterone levels, and they seem very happy, and then they always wink into the camera and go, yeah, she's going to be happy too.
I'd be afraid to walk into the Lifetime Fitness shower when those guys are in there. Not because I'm afraid they're going to violate me. I just don't need to see another man's erection.
What's crazy is I thought you were going to say, I don't need Frank Thomas to be jacked up on testosterone and be furious and just scream at me because I opened the door too fast.
Yeah, right.
You went straight to, I don't want to see his erection. I thought you were going to be afraid of his rage about his anger, right? Like a bull
of his
shark.
Rage, all right. Don't you think he's standing there just in the shower looking at you, and you walk in and you look down, and then you look up, and he's like, yeah, I knew you were going to look.
And since Doug Flutie's so tiny, he's swinging from it like it's Circus with the Stars, and it's Kirk Cameron in 1987.
Yeah, and he's slapping him off like a flea.
Slapping him off? Yeah. Jesus, these guys' testosterone levels they're out of control. He's slapping off Flutie.
Somebody get security.
And she'll like it, too.
Flutie looks like he's in the Olympics in here. What is this? Cirque du Soleil? What the hell's going on?
And Flutie and Frank Thomas's wife are both calling each other, my husband is missing. He's been at the gym for hours.
Well, thank God, because I can barely walk. I finally have a break.
Oh, God. Total T.
Yeah, man.
Eugenics.
Just for baseball, listen to this, man. In 88, as I said, it was Jose Canseco and Kirk Gibson. I don't remember who Kirk Gibson was. I'm sure he was great.
He was you'd know him. He's the dude that hit that home run for the Dodgers. Super awesome player. The one that was super, super injured, but then hit the home run in the World Series when he was limping around the bases.
Oh, did he have a bloody sock?
That's Kurt Schilling.
Whatever. In 90, Ricky Henderson and Barry Bonds.
Very good.
91, Cal Ripken Jr.
And by the way, that was
Pendleton.
probably, I don't know. That was pre-steroids Bonds, right? 1990.
1990, I would think so, but who knows, right?
Yeah, who knows when he started.
92, Dennis Eckersley and Barry Bonds again.
Oh, Eckersley is a closer?
MVP, yeah.
Damn.
In 93, Frank Thomas and Barry Bonds. 1994, Frank Thomas and Jeff Bagwell.
God, Thomas had such low testosterone in the 90s.
He sure did, man. You could tell.
Yeah. Now he's taking pills for it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we all?
We should break because
Mr. Z's calling.
Mr. Z's on steroids, and he's on the hotline.
Yep, and I think we got to talk to Adam Thielen maybe even at the end of this segment, depending on when he calls in, right?
I call him in the next segment, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Mr. Z next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
FM 100.3 KFAN and 2 Men and a Junk Truck want to help you win $1,000. Your shot to win happens every weekday on The Fan.
The Fan. Got junk? Need it gone fast? Look no further than my friends at 2 Men and a Junk Truck. They're your local experts in junk removal. Whether it's old furniture, electronics, or clutter from the garage, they've got you covered. Head to 2menandajuncktruck.com today to schedule your junk removal service.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network.
Watts, Niecy Nash Betts, Tiana Taylor with Sarah Paulson and Glenn Close.
God, I love my job.
Hulu original series, All's Fair. Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus. For bundle subscribers, terms apply.
Hey, it's Ed Helms, host of Snafu, my podcast about history's greatest screw-ups. On our new season, we're bringing you a new snafu every single episode.
32 lost nuclear weapons? You're like, wait, stop? What?
Yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of history, a whole lot of funny, and a whole lot of fabulous guests. Paul Scheer, Angela and Jenna, Nick Kroll, Jordan Klepper. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Snafu with Ed Helms, and listen now.
CenterPoint Energy helps you save energy and reduce costs at home. Find rebates and programs to improve energy efficiency in your home. Learn more at CenterPointEnergy.com. Again, that's CenterPointEnergy.com.
Cheerios and Kemp's Milk are 2 Minnesota originals that we're proud to call our own. When the 2 powerhouses team up in a bowl, it goes way beyond Minnesota nice. It's gosh darn great. If you're looking for a tasty way to get more protein, well, you found it, don't you know? A serving of Cheerios protein and a serving of Kemp's Milk brings you 16 grams of tasty protein. Cheerios and Kemp's Milk, just like the Twin Cities, a protein pair that's always better together. Cheerios protein is a good source of protein per serving.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever, best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey. When the job can't wait, Ziegler Cat gets it done. With 30 locations and over 110 years of experience, Ziegler delivers unmatched service and high-quality equipment. From the first call to the final handshake, they're with you every step of the way. You need a machine? They've got it. Service? Unbeatable. Parts? Always in stock. Whether you're building, growing, or paving the way forward, Ziegler Cat is here to keep you moving. Visit ZieglerCat.com today and see how they can deliver for you. That's ZieglerCat.com.
Hey, Chad Greenway here. When you play for one team your entire career, you understand the value of community. Franzen Bank and Trust is just as committed to community as I am, providing financial resources to the people, businesses, and farms in their communities across Minnesota, western Wisconsin, and eastern North Dakota. Franzen's on your team. Are you on theirs? Make an appointment with your local banker today at franzenbank.com. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Elm Creek Brewing and King of the Wing is now open starting at 11 a.m. every day. Elm Creek Brewing has 24 delicious tap beers and hard seltzers available every day. And pair that with 16 different wing flavors and the best smash burgers in town. It's a combo you can't lose with. Stop in today at Elm Creek Brewing in Chaplin for dinner and the best beer in town, or ask for it at your local liquor store.
Game day calls for energy, and Holiday Station Stores has you covered. Grab Celsius 12-ounce or 16-ounce. Mix and match your favorites, 2 for just $5, featuring the new Spritz Vibe. It's bright, refreshing, and perfect for tackling your day. Stay sharp, feel good, and fuel up for the win, only at Holiday.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here, and my wife and I are the envy of the neighborhood. Why? Because we have an amazing sauna from our friends at SaunaSupplyCo.com. Sauna Supply Company is outstanding. They've made a custom sauna for us, and they can do the same for you. Go to SaunaSupplyCo.com.
Thorne Brothers Custom Rod and Tackle is your ultimate destination for all things fishing. The Midwest's largest selection of ice fishing, open water, muskie, and bass lures. Don't miss Ice Days, our in-store ice fishing sale November 22nd and 23rd. It kicks off our Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. Savings across the store and online at thornbros.com. With over 40 years of custom rod building experience, if you can dream it, we can build it. North of Highway 10, off Highway 65 in Blaine. Thorne Brothers Custom Rod and Tackle. It's all fishing all the time.
Thinking about popping the question this holiday season, maybe even on New Year's Eve? Here's the winning move. Head to Continental Diamond. They have a massive lineup of ready-to-wear engagement rings, stunning designs at all price points that are ready to go today. No waiting, no stress. You literally can get engaged tonight. The team at Continental Diamond, total pros. Warm, welcoming, and absolutely pressure-free. It's Continental Diamond, the jewelry store Minnesota adores. Learn more at ContinentalDiamond.com.
It's the season to come together over your holiday favorites at Starbucks. Warm up with a creamy caramel brulee latte, get festive with an iced gingerbread chai, or share a velvety peppermint mocha. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here for my amazing friends at You Pull Our Parts. Find out all you need at YouPullOurParts.com. The slick, snowy roads are right around the corner. Do you need new tires? Check out You Pull Our Parts for great deals. Right now, you can save up to 80% on new tires from my friends at You Pull Our Parts. They also buy cars that maybe you don't need. They'll take care of all of it. You drive it in, they'll give you cash on the spot for your old car you don't need. Find out all you need and go see my friends at Rosemont at YouPullOurParts.com.
Smart Start MN, your ignition interlock specialists.
Hey, it's Brandon Molesky. Thank you for listening to The Fan on KFAN.com.
The Fan. Hey, Vikings fans, it's a Purple Friday, and that means we're taking your talkbacks for tickets all day. Use the talkback feature in the iHeartRadio app right now. Give us your favorite Vikings-Bears moment of all time for your shot at a pair of tickets to Sunday's divisional showdown. And don't miss out on your chance to cheer on the Purple this weekend. Full details at KFAN.com, keyword contest.
All right, let's talk films with Mr. Z. He joins us every Friday to talk about what's at the box office this weekend. Mr. Z, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
All right, I never saw the original Running Man, but obviously it's a name that I remember. Harrison Ford? Who was in the first one? Was it Ford?
No, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, Schwarzenegger.
Arnold, yeah.
Never saw it. Glenn Powell, though, the star of this one, Running Man 2025.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yep. The thoughts were, well, I was young when Running Man came out, and it was so corny and so cheesy. Richard Dawson was perfect, and I loved Running Man. I don't think it was a good movie, but it's such a ridiculous movie that it was way more fun. This one has been remade it wasn't very true to the Stephen King story. This one is a much more relatable to the story, to that Stephen wrote. But for me personally, it's not quite as fun, if that makes any sense, because it's more real. So, but with that being said, I thought it was very good. And it's about a guy who's down on his luck. It's the future. This isn't any spoilers. And they have a way you can sign up to audition to be the Running Man. And if you can live for 30 days while they send out groups of assassins after you, and there's cameras everywhere, then you can win all this money. But it's run by some crooked people. So anyway, so the whole premise is fun. And Josh Brolin is the Richard Dawson character in this one.
He's awesome in everything.
Yeah, he's in a lot.
Yeah.
He's always good. All right, 63% on your favorite website. Slightly worse is Now You See Me, Now You Don't, the latest movie in that franchise where a bunch of magicians rob stuff. Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson and whatnot.
How many is this now? 3?
It's got to be 3 or 4.
This is 3, yep.
It's 3?
Yep. And I think they said first one came out like 10 years ago approximately, I believe it was. So, now here's my take, and I don't want to... when I saw the first Now You See Me, it seems the premise is fantastic. A group of magicians get together to pull like really clever heists using their distraction and sleight of hand and everything. And you're like, that is the coolest premise. So I went and I'm like, it was all right. I'm like, oh, it's not quite as good as that. But as I was walking out, everyone else was saying how much they loved it. It was great. And so it's one of those that I somehow missed. It didn't quite click for me. But the people who like it, I don't think it was as clever as I thought it was going to be, but it's just a ton of fun. But it's not as clever as if like Nolan did it. That would have been, because that premise with Christopher Nolan, that's what I was thinking it was going to be. And it wasn't quite to that level.
I think is Nolan one that's doing the Odyssey with Matt Damon?
Yes. Yeah.
When is that supposed to be out? Next year?
July.
Year after? Oh, July.
Yeah,
Man,
but that's funny. He's so good, and I know the marketing team on sometimes as we've talked about, Hollywood has no idea what they're doing. But when you watch that teaser, you just know. I mean, it's like 30 seconds long or whatever, and you're like, all right, I'm in. I can't wait.
Yeah, the
that's
formula's
July.
there.
This next year is going to be so much more fun. This has been another tough year, but Nolan, that movie comes out 2 weeks before the new Spider-Man film, which is just gonna. The last one was basically the biggest movie of all time, and so that this next July is already shaping up. So going to be a fun year.
Well, if we had Barbenheimer, why can't we just move Christopher Nolan's movie back a couple of weeks and have some kind of Odyssey Spider-Man crossover?
Yeah. Spider-City, something like that. Yeah.
Well, let's work on that.
Yep. And then we're getting ready. I mean, really, this hopefully we get kickoff next week. I can't wait to talk next week. Wicked for Good opens.
Yeah.
And that's the box office numbers behind that are going to be ridiculous with Zootopia. The Thanksgiving weekend, which is possibly be the biggest Thanksgiving weekend. Thanksgiving weekend is the Friday, the funnest thing if you happen to be out at a theater. It's become a tradition to bring, kids get in their pajamas and they bring their blankets and you get in the recliners and you get your candy and you watch so a lot of people on next weekend for Wicked are going to save going to it or go to it again on Thanksgiving weekend with their family.
But if you do go to Zootopia in your pajamas with blankets and candy, just make sure you bring your kids.
Hey.
yeah, or sit near them so they think you're not some weird old dude.
Yeah.
Well, let's not do a ruse here. Let's make sure you actually brought kids. Mr. Z, you're the best, man. Thanks. Appreciate it, dude.
Yeah, we'll talk next week about Wicked, hopefully.
Can't wait.
Right on. All right.
See you, dude.
There he goes.
Looking forward to it. You know who I bet is a big Wicked fan? I bet Adam Thielen.
I bet
he likes it.
I bet he's not.
You don't think so?
I'm gonna guess no.
I bet he's seen it like 4 times. Have you seen Wicked, the movie, the original one yet, Adam Thielen?
I have seen it. I enjoyed it, but it's not like my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
All right, well, we have to ask then. Does something jump into your mind as your favorite movie of all time?
Oh, my goodness. I mean, Mighty Ducks series?
Yeah. No, I can see it, man. You know what's weird about that? I'd always heard that the one of the arenas that they filmed at Mighty Ducks and Adam was in Fridley. I think it's University and maybe Central Avenue right there. And I remember driving by it one time and saying, "Yeah, okay, that's where they filmed it." It's not there anymore. There's a giant apartment complex right now.
That was sad.
How many arenas around here did they film it in? And Adam, do you remember like that being a big deal when you were a kid that the Mighty Ducks was actually filmed here?
Oh yeah, that's a big deal for sure. And then I mean, just those childhood movies, I feel like you don't get any better. You know, I now with my kids bring them back and I watch all of those old movies that were so good. I feel like they just don't make those movies anymore.
Yeah.
See, but think of how influential movies are, right? I saw Point Break and have wanted to rob banks ever since. I saw Rounders and it changed my life. All I've wanted to do is play poker for the last almost 30 years. Adam grew up watching sports movies, and now he's a pro football player. Yeah. Like, don't say it doesn't matter. It does. You got influenced by the Mighty Ducks.
And listen, I'm not gonna go crass on it, but you know what movies I watched and how it influenced me.
Oh boy!
and look where you are now. You've said Weird Science changed your life.
It did.
All right, here's my terrible transition. Adam, watching the tape back of last week, man, you were fired up. That was about as mad as I've ever seen you. The crackback block and the guys on TV were arguing whether or not that was pass interference or if it was behind the line of scrimmage. But, man, I'm sure you're probably tired of talking about it. But, man, looking back, what happened and where are we going from here?
Yeah, I think the reason probably why I was so fired up is because we talked about that exact play all week. We actually practiced that exact look in practice. Like, this is probably what we'll get, and this is what we want you to do. And so, had a pretty good idea of what the rule was, that if you're on the line of scrimmage or within a yard of the line of scrimmage, that you can actually hit them. You can block them. And it's not pass interference, because if it's past 1 yard down the line from the line of scrimmage, then it's pass interference if you touch them. So I'm like, all right, cool. So go down the line of scrimmage. I actually waited for him to come to me because I knew that if I, full throttle went at him and crushed him, obvious penalty. And, waited for him to come to me. And then at the very end, I naturally protected myself because he's running full speed at me. And I think the shock of him not seeing me actually made it look worse than it really was, because I didn't really hit him that hard. And then I think the frustration of these refs, they kind of sometimes forget that we're playing football, and that yes, there's rules, but I think sometimes they forget the feel of the game. Was that really malicious in intent? Did I hit him in the head? No. So I think sometimes they just forget, yes, there's a rule book, you can't crack back, you can't do these things, but what does it look like in football, and how does that apply to a real full speed red? And so I think that's why I was most frustrated, and I think a little bit of what they were saying back to me made me a little bit more frustrated. I don't think they really understood the rule. So interesting play. Obviously, I can't do that. I apologize to the ref after the game, and he said that he needed to get more clarification on the rule. So all good.
It's interesting because I heard you bring that up with Barrero as well when you talked to him on Monday. Do you know what the percentage of referees who are former players, at least at the college level, is? And do you think it maybe should be something that is a requirement? Should we have people doing that job who have played the game? Would it help you guys?
So this might be a little bit of a hot take, and I don't know if I should be going here, but I'm going to.
Okay.
But I think we need to have full-time referees. I think it's ridiculous that we have, and no offense to these guys, I mean, they obviously love their job, and they put a lot of time into it. I know they do. But it's we have these guys that are kind of fanboys a little bit. They love the fact that they get to go out there and they get to shake hands with Patrick Mahomes. They get to hang out with these professional athletes. And then they go to their real job on Monday through Friday and tell everybody how cool their side job is. I think that there should be full-time referees. I mean, the NFL is billions and billions of dollars. There's so much money in the game. There's so much betting on the game that these games matter so much to not, obviously the people that are gambling, but what about the people that put so much time and effort to try to go and perform well and win games and all the time the coaches put in? That they deserve to have full-time referees. And that's my take on it. And I think it's very easy to do, and I don't know why it hasn't been done.
Oh, the aggregators are going to love that soundbite.
That is a hot take, Adam Thielen. It is a hot take, but I'm glad you said it, and especially as this is not a league that's hurting for money. Let me just say that. It does seem like something they could afford to do.
That's the same thing we've talked about with like the cameras over the years, right, Adam, too? Is like, we shouldn't have goal lines that don't have every angle whether or not the ball was crossed. It's when you're a multi-billion-dollar corporation like the NFL, we got to have everything lined up. That's why, hell, for God's sakes, even let's not have wires take out, field goal kicks. Like, let's have a clean operation here. There's a lot of money on the line.
We actually, speaking of cameras, in Carolina, we weren't playing a whole lot of primetime games. And so we had one game where they called a touchdown catch not a catch. And they actually said that if they had more cameras, they would have called the catch a catch after reviewing it. But they didn't have enough cameras because it wasn't a primetime game. And so they couldn't overturn the call because they didn't have the right camera view, even though they said, like, if we would have had this view, like, you can clearly tell that it would have been a catch, but we didn't have that clear evidence. And so, that's kind of proves the point.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. Hey, back to the actual game, though. So, again, JJ's in his fourth start. We get it. Long way to go, right? Work in progress. When he's up and down and making some great throws and then he's airmailing some other ones, like, what do you, as a receiver, what do you say to him to make sure that you try to keep him Zen mode, that he's still meditating in game somehow? How do you calm him down and go, like, you got this? I know you airmailed that one to Justin. Justin's getting a little frustrated, but it's not you. Just keep doing your thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think any quarterback or any athlete, like, just let it loose, man. Like, just let it fly. Like, you're unbelievable. Like, if you see the way that he practices, watching some of the throws he made yesterday, you're like, man, like, he can make all the throws, and he can throw those touch balls. He can be accurate. He can do all those things. So I think as a young player, sometimes you try to be perfect, right? Because you're finally able to show what you can do, and you put so much time and effort and so many reps into being the best you can be. And I think sometimes you just tend to try to be perfect. I'm not saying that's him. I just think, I've been there where you just like try so hard to be so perfect with your routes and try to catch every single ball and make it look so perfect. But I think when you learn as an athlete to just let it fly, like you put the work in, you put the prep in, you've made all those throws a million times, and just go let it fly. That's when you're at your best, and that's when he's at his best. I think you saw that against Detroit at times. Him just letting it fly and just not worrying about being perfect, and it's not going to be perfect, and that's when you're at your best.
Adam, one more thing back to last week's game, and then I promise we'll ask you about Chicago before we let you go. But I wonder, I just had this thought pop into my mind. If that had been me on the field, I'd have gotten a text from my dad after the game saying, I need the names of these referees. I'm going to fight them. And I'd have gotten a text from my mom saying, you need to take a deep breath, son. Are you okay? What is the reaction from your parents? Because we're all parents, right? You're a parent. I'm a parent. Obviously, Corey is as well. It's always interesting to find out what is happening in the minds of our moms and dads when they're watching their adult children do things on television.
Yeah, normally I get the text message from my mom or talks about it at maybe the next week when she comes to a game and says, yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that anymore. I haven't got that one yet from her, but I did get it from my wife. And then when it really sank in that I probably shouldn't do that kind of stuff is when my oldest son, Asher, who's in third grade, came home after school and said that all of his friends at school said that I rage quit in the game, which I don't know what that means, but it doesn't sound good.
Wow.
Not just rage quit. Wow. That's pretty good. Bunch of 8-year-olds trolling you. That's fantastic.
I don't know what it is, but I know Meat Sauce has done it multiple times. I got to believe he has.
He's rage quitting in Vegas right now.
No doubt about it.
All right, a couple of final things for Adam Thielen. Like Chris just mentioned, obviously the Bears are the opponent on Sunday at noon. You guys saw them in Week 1. Adam, remind me, how many weeks had you been here before Week 1 this year? When did you get here? When did you get back?
I got like about a week before Week 1.
Okay, so what did you see in that small window then to prepare for Chicago before Week 1, and what do you think's different, 2.5 months later about the Bears specifically? How have they changed?
Well, at that time, for an offensive player, you didn't really have much other than New Orleans tape to kind of look at. Obviously, you kind of try to watch some of the players that had been there before, but from a scheme perspective, it was all, the defense coordinator was head coach in New Orleans, had been there forever, so you're kind of watching New Orleans tape to kind of see what scheme-wise, how they're going to play certain things. So you didn't really have a great idea of what they were going to do. Obviously, no one really does in week one, but especially with new coaches. And then now you have a pretty good idea of who they are individually as players, what they bring, who their guys are, things like that. And then you also have an idea of what they're trying to do scheme-wise, like how they're trying to use their players, how they're kind of trying to fit their scheme with their players, and kind of make it similar to what this coordinator has done in the past. But it's a coordinator that's very aggressive, and we've seen a lot of here in Minnesota. So, we'll get his best effort. As a play caller, I know, especially with a young quarterback, they tend to kind of be more creative and be a little more aggressive, trying to kind of confuse or frustrate a young guy. So we're kind of obviously getting prepared for that.
Adam, thanks for the time as always. Good luck on Sunday, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, thanks, guys. Talk to you,
man.
There he goes. Thanks to our friends at the Thielen Foundation and ETS Performance. That was Adam Thielen.
So what I love about that interview specifically is, we have no idea how many years he has left. We don't know if this is his last year, if Adam wants to go 1 or 2 or 3 more. Who knows, right?
Right.
But we're getting close to the end. Athletes at the end are so much better than athletes at the beginning of their career, because I don't know if he would have said that 10 years ago, right?
Man.
Just said I love it.
Yeah.
Once they get towards the end, or once they retire, then the gloves come off and they just start being super, super, super honest. And it sounds like Adam might be at that point. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I just want to say good morning to all our fellow media people who are listening to this right now as they load it into their systems to play later.
Yep, and congratulations to all the NFL aggregate sites that find clips and post headlines.
We are the Power Trip Morning Show, and my name is Chris Hockey, and that's Corey Cove. And that over there is Zach Halverson.
Fanboying for Patrick Mahomes is going to make headlines. I would bet 3 months mortgage. That's in a lot of websites, top clicks in the next 3 to 4 hours.
Poor gambler missed it.
He missed it.
He did.
God, because he loves
controversy.
Officiating controversies and conspiracies. What really matters after this? Parrish and Marnie in a little bit. Adam Weber in like 45 minutes. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have no accidents at this time. We have delays on 94 eastbound from 394 to Hennepin-Lyndale. Tonight at 10 p.m., construction will close 494 westbound from Cedar Avenue to Highway 100 till Monday morning at 5. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Batteries Plus. Dead car battery? The experts at Batteries Plus will have you in and out fast. Replacements usually take about 20 minutes. No appointment needed. Want to extend the life of your car battery too? Ask about their premier installation. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Standard Water is the standard for basement and exterior waterproofing and foundation repair. Wet basements, cracks in walls, bowing walls, settling foundations. Standard Water does it all since 1977. Free estimates start at standardwater.com. Standardwater.com.
Luther and LutherAuto.com. It is the Luther Tire event going on all month long, the entire month of November. Hey, it's Corey Cove, Power Trip Morning Show. Luther vehicle leaser and owner over the last decade plus. My wife has a Luther vehicle. My daughter Bailey has a Luther vehicle. We're big fans. And this is an exact process I went through a handful of years ago when my wife wanted snow tires. I'm not a car guy. I don't know anything about it. Not even close. And all I know about tires is you need 4 of them. And I went into Luther and I said, my wife wants snow tires. What do I do? They were awesome, as every interaction I've ever had with a Luther employee seems to be. But here's the deal. They got me tires, and I got a $100 Luther gift card. And that's exactly what you can get this month. You get 4 tires from Luther, any of the 50 locations. You get that $100 Luther gift card, the guaranteed lowest price, free road hazard protection, free lifetime tire rotations. You get to keep all the manufacturer rebates, and you get, of course, that A-plus customer service. So if you need tires, now's the time to pounce. Find one of those locations, 50 of them, at LutherAuto.com. That's LutherAuto.com.
Tanya, we have jobs that require to have a lot of pep in our step
when we're on the mic, but let's be real, some days the pep ain't peppin', right?
I mean, 1,000,000,000%, Sisney. But do you know about Red Bull Zero? Have you tried it yet?
Yes, I have. It's exactly what I've been looking for. I love my snacks, so I was looking for an option without sugar, and Red Bull Zero has the same energy blend as Red Bull, but bye-bye sugar.
Yeah, I mean, they use monk fruit extract instead, and it's just as delicious. The secret's out. I keep a Red Bull Zero at hand.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. Come see for yourself. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Island Bacon Fest at Treasure Island Resort and Casino on Saturday, November 29th. Bacon-inspired dishes, Bloody Mary bar, live music, and more. Then celebrate the season with Lady A's This Winter's Night Tour live December 14th. Tickets and hotel packages at TICasino.com.
Wolves fans, it's time to get your tickets to Timberwolves basketball. From Anthony Edwards doing Anthony Edwards things, to Naz Reid getting the whole arena chanting his name, to Jaden McDaniels putting clamps on anyone in front of him, this is the show you want to see. Add in rivalry nights, theme nights, and giveaways fans line up early for, and every game is a night to remember. So what are you waiting for? Get your tickets now at Timberwolves.com. That's Timberwolves.com. Don't miss a shot, block, or fast break of Timberwolves basketball.
Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. Raising Cane's, one love. I know Veterans Day was a couple of days ago, but today is the last day. Be a part of this today. Raising Cane's, Paul Skeens, they've teamed up to support the Gary Sinise Foundation. Through today, Cane's will match all donations up to $250,000. You can donate by either scanning the QR code in the restaurant at your local Raising Cane's or by going to raisingcanes.com/veterans to learn more and donate. So, look, Raising Cane's is awesome. They support communities. They obviously want to support our veterans and the Paul Skeens fight to help the Gary Sinise Foundation. Today's the day. raisingcanes.com/veterans to help. Thanks to Raising Cane's, and good luck to the Gary Sinise Foundation.
Countless colors and top brands of siding. Builders and Remodelers.com has you covered.
This report is sponsored by Blaze Credit Union.
Vikings quarterback J.J. McCarthy a full go at practice after being limited Wednesday with a bruised hand. Vikings take on the Bears Sunday at U.S. Bank Stadium. Minnesota takes on Oregon tonight in Eugene. The first time the two teams will play since the Ducks officially joined the Big Ten. Timberwolves look to win 4 straight as they continue NBA Cup play tonight against the Kings at the Target Center. I'm Ronza Moss.
Blaze will be your trusted financial partner on the road of life. They will find the right path for you, even if it means blazing a new one. Head to blazecu.com to learn more. Insured by NCUA.
From the 651 Carpets Plus, home of the Next Day Install Studios, this is FM 100.3 KFXN, Minneapolis, St. Paul, The Fan.
It's the Black Friday tradition you will not want to miss. The Power Trip Morning Show will be live at Mall of America, bringing the initials game, tons of laughs, and your chance to score serious holiday cash. Be there at the Huntington Bank Rotunda from 7 to 9 on November 28th.
That's a weird number.
It's like a combination of the number 7 and the country of Yemen. It's just Semen.
7 to 9.
7 to 9.
I'm glad you pronounced it that way.
November 28th. Black Friday. Get all the details at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
All right, anyway, Black Friday. The Power Trip turns 24.
29.
We have some ideas for 25.
Yes, 25.
That'll be next year, and most of our ideas revolve around the rest of the station being unbelievably annoyed at the number of parties we throw for ourselves.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, when they're all, like, older than we are.
Yep, and when they say, like, Jesus, the Power Trip really likes to throw parties for themselves. We don't mind it.
No.
But we love it even more knowing that it drives the rest of the station nuts.
That's correct, yeah.
So we're going to lean heavily into that.
Come on, why wouldn't we?
They are going to get real tired of it.
They are, yeah.
And I'm sure they'll handle it with grace. Yeah. This is What Really Matters, scores and stats around the world of sports. Then Chris will change your life with something else.
Got that right.
All right, tonight is the night.
Tonight.
We got Friday Night Football, man. That's one of the reasons why Adam Weber is going to be here in like 30 minutes. We can ask him about the Golden Gophers and their quarterback, Drake Lindsey. But Golden Gopher football tonight on the Fan against number 8 Oregon and the Ducks. The Ducks are around 25.5-point favorites on DraftKings. Over-under is 43.5. The Ducks are 8-1. The Gophers are 6-3, and as we've said all week, you know, the Ducks not only have to win, they really have to start crushing just to guarantee some, you know, footing in the top 12. You got to really run up the score, get that resume built up. They're securely in the top 10, but still, a couple of bad losses. I think Flash said yesterday they can maybe afford one more loss, maybe.
This is the weekend.
If it's this one, it would be unbelievable.
Yeah, this would be it for them.
You also can't afford, if it is one more loss, you probably can't afford to lose as a 25.5-point favorite to the Gophers. You could probably lose, to an Indiana or Ohio State or something and still sneak in. But you get boat raced by a 25.5-point dog, that probably takes you out. So good luck to the Gophers. We'll talk to Weber about it in about 35 minutes. What really matters, though, is this.
It was on this date, ladies and gentlemen, in the year 1882, that a man by the name of Frank Leslie killed Billy the Kid Claiborne. I'd never heard of Frank Leslie, so I looked him up.
Also, never heard Billy the Kid's last name until I think right now.
Yeah. Buckskin Franklin Leslie, a U.S. Army scout, gambler, bartender, rancher, miner, gunfighter, and con man. Damn.
God, that's the dream.
I mean, come on.
What a list. Can you say that again?
U.S. Army scout.
Do one at a time. Okay. U.S. Army. Cool. Awesome.
Yep, cool. Gambler.
Amen, brother.
Maybe gambler.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was a misprint. Bartender.
Sure. Sling some
tough
drinks.
Life, man. That's tough. Rancher. Yeah. Miner. With an E, by the way.
I mean, but just like 15.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Thank you. Gunfighter.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And con man.
Yep. Amen. All right. So, I don't know, what was that, 6 or 7 things? I'm like a 70%er.
Yeah, right. Known for his buckskin jacket with fringes. So he looked like just a Hell's Angel. He looked like a badass,
Jordache, probably.
Yeah, probably. He became well known in Tombstone, Arizona for killing 2 men in self-defense. He married the widow of one of his victims. I mean...
Man, this guy is...
Right?
This guy should lead.
Yeah. 8 days after killing her husband, he married her. He didn't...
8 days?
Yeah. You might want to investigate.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I was going to say, did they have a previous relationship, or was she just so smitten by him?
Yeah.
Maybe it was maybe her marriage, maybe the other guy was a terrible, abusive, awful dude, and it's like, you saved me. I'll marry you 8 days later.
Yeah.
See, maybe this guy's not so bad. Go on.
Well, no, he did later. He divorced the victim of the wife of the victim, and then married another lady, and got drunk and in a fit of jealousy shot and killed her on his ranch. He was sentenced to life in prison, but only served 6 years, and then was pardoned.
That's bad news for Billy the Kid.
It really is. He was last listed in a federal census in 1920, living in Sausalito, California. No public records of his death date or when he died or where he died.
So he might still be alive.
He might still be out there. You never know. He was born in 1842, though.
Sure, but he might be.
Yeah, well.
It's not zero.
He was certainly a badass, and not who knows, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was born Nashville Franklin Leslie. Nashville Leslie. Yeah, that's a...
You'd go by Nash, probably.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder if Nash Bridges' first name was Nashville.
Sentenced to life in prison, did 6 years.
Yeah.
Well, to get back to sports and to keep it in the news, Steph Curry had a lifetime contract with Under Armour. That ended this week.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What did he do?
I think he realized that Under Armour was probably the wrong brand for him, so they're going to launch one more shoe, and then they're going to move on. Darren Ravel tweeted yesterday, reacting to the fact that the Steph Curry Under Armour deal, the lifetime deal, is over.
Yeah.
Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves, because I want to read this word for word, because I read this and I was like, damn, that's cold. Rhode Island. Neither a road nor an island. Discuss.
I don't really know much about Rhode Island, but I will tell you this. Here's how Leslie killed Billy the Kid. He was bartending at a bar with a name I won't use on the air. November 14th of 1882, when Billy the Kid Claiborne, who was very drunk, began using insulting and abusive language. Leslie asked Claiborne to leave, but Claiborne continued his foul and abusive language. Leslie grabbed Claiborne by his coat collar, escorted him outside. Leslie later testified he used very hard language, and as he started away from me, he shook a finger at me and said, "That's all right, Leslie, I'll get even with you." Within a few minutes, 2 men told Leslie there was a man waiting outside for him. When Leslie stepped outside, he saw a foot of a rifle protruding from the end of a fruit stand. He tried to talk to Claiborne out of shooting him, but Claiborne refused and raised his rifle, fired the weapon, missed Leslie. Leslie returned fire and killed Claiborne with a bullet to the chest.
Well, I mean, no offense, Billy the Kid, but
yeah, he tried to tell you.
You missed.
He tried to tell you.
You come for the best.
Yeah.
You best not miss.
Yeah.
So, Chris, you know this because you're a big basketball fan.
There's nobody bigger.
Steph Curry's full name is Stephen, not Stefan. Stephen Curry, right?
Right.
Shortened to Steph.
Is he a gambler and a nightstick wielder and all those other things?
Sure.
Okay.
But Stephen Curry back in the day,
yeah,
Nike wanted him because he was a huge deal. Here's Darren Ravel's tweet from yesterday about the Under Armour deal falling apart. Under Armour's relative failure in the shoe game made it impossible to capitalize off what could have been Nike's worst mistake ever. In Nike's presentation, they famously called him Stefan and had a leftover slide from a Kevin Durant presentation. So Nike botched it. They didn't even say his name right, and they clearly had some leftover slides from a previous presentation to Kevin Durant. So Stephen Curry is like, these guys are mailing it. That's freaking Nike mailing it in.
Come on.
So we went to Under Armour, and since I had stock in Under Armour at the time, when Under Armour signed Curry, Jordan Spieth, when it looked like Spieth was the next big thing, they got The Rock. Like, they started to line up all these stars, and you're like, oh my God, like Under Armour, they're going to take out Nike. Like, they are next. And then Curry's shoe, I don't think Curry's shoes ever did super, super well. Jordan Spieth fell off the face of the earth for a while. Everybody complained that Under Armour's clothing got worse and worse and worse year after year after year, to the point where eventually the CEO's like, yeah, we got too busy just slapping our logo on bad clothing.
Yeah,
they didn't focus on the clothing. They just logoed it.
That's it. Yeah. Right. I read something about that.
They've essentially been trying for the last, 10, 12 years to get back on track, and they've struggled. Man, they had a moment. Under Armour had a huge moment, and Curry was going to be the front runner for the next 25 years, and it did not work.
Can I tell you one more?
And it's over.
Can I tell you one more thing about this guy that killed Billy the Kid?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we don't have a movie about this guy. I mean, of course, minus killing that woman in his barn when he was drunk later. Yeah.
Hey, man, everybody makes mistakes.
So after Billy the Kid got shot, dude said, I saw him double up and had my pistol cocked and aimed at him again. I advanced upon him, but didn't shoot because Billy the Kid said, "Don't shoot again. I am killed."
I am killed?
That's what he said. Thanks, Meat Sauce.
All right, so Billy the Kid also didn't take a backpack to senior year. How you doing, Billy? I am killed. Oh, gambler.
Oh, come on. And then listen to this.
Oh, boy.
Leslie had planned that day to travel to Dragoon Mountains with George W. Parsons, but the trip was canceled. Parsons described Claiborne's death, Billy the Kid, writing that Frank didn't lose the light of his cigarette during the encounter. He was a wonderfully cool man. That's an exact quote about the guy who shot and killed Billy the Kid.
Wonderfully cool.
A wonderfully cool man.
So just smoked cigarettes, shot people, married their widows, shot other women, shot Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
He was a rancher, gambler,
the
miner.
coroners in question concluded that Leslie shot Claiborne in self-defense, which, in the opinion of the jury, was justified.
Yeah, I mean, based on what you just said, it sounds like, look, the guy had a rifle aimed at him and he missed. What is he supposed to do?
Come on,
it's
Emilio
the Wild West,
Estevez,
man.
Be cool. Man, I got to know more about this guy. Crazy.
This guy is so close to living the perfect life if you take out all of the domestic abuse and murder.
That's true. Man, I'll tell you.
The rest of it's living.
Do you think Billy the Kid's tombstone says, "I am killed"?
If it doesn't, it definitely should. What a quote. And he was right.
Yeah. Don't shoot again, I'm killed.
Yeah. The news is next. Marnie Gellner will be here shortly. Mark Parrish will be here shortly. Adam Weber, in like 30 minutes, we'll talk about the Gophers and the Ducks. Ask him about Drake Lindsay, and he'll play initials at 8:15, make his initials debut, and one of you gets a crack at $103,500 with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot.
It's Chris Hockey. Imagine you didn't have any kind of reliable internet connectivity or technology. Imagine how that would limit you in your day. How would you apply for a new job? How would you or your kids get their homework done? How would you even go about scheduling a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment? Well, how about this? AT&T has committed $5 billion by 2030 to help 25 million people get and stay connected to affordable, high-speed internet access and digital resources. $5 billion. And as part of that effort, since 2021, AT&T has distributed more than 160,000 computers and Wi-Fi hotspots to students and families nationwide. This year, they plan to distribute 30,000 more laptops, about $9 million worth. So people literally could go from having no connectivity, no internet, to the kind of technology that's going to help level the playing field. This is a truly important effort, giving people the opportunity to grow into a better life. I love that. Way to go, AT&T. Bridge that digital divide.
Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have an accident on the crosstown westbound after Tracy on the right. Traffic heavy from Highway 100. 35W slow northbound from Lake Street to 94. 694 delays westbound from Central to East River. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Batteries Plus. Dead car battery? The experts at Batteries Plus will have you in and out fast. Replacements usually take about 20 minutes. No appointment needed. Want to extend the life of your car battery too? Ask about their premier installation. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Hi. What do we got here? Oh, this is supposed to be Meat Sauce. Yeah, sorry. Meat Sauce will be back with you in a moment here to talk about Window Nation. Stay right there.
Hear that? Sounds like holiday fun kicking off at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Kind of like the starting bell to Grandma's house. Or maybe snowbirding. And eventually back home safe and sound.
Hey guys, we're home.
Just remember to stop by before you go to make sure your road's as smooth as possible. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Oil changes in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here for my amazing friends at Window Nation and windownation.com. I love my friends at Window Nation. They're the absolute best, and you will too. If you've used them before, thank you. If you haven't, here's what you need to know. They're the absolute best. You want your home to be comfortable year-round, correct? You want your family protected, and you want an investment you can feel great about for years. Take advantage of Window Nation's end-of-the-year sale that runs through November. You get 50% off all window styles, plus you could get 0% interest financing for 5 years. Replace those hideous windows. You probably have family coming over for the holidays. Get rid of those ugly windows. Keep all of that heat in your home. My friends at Window Nation can do your windows in one day. They're the absolute best. They have over 45,000 five-star reviews. They have an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. Right now, take advantage of that Window Nation sale by simply going to Window Nation. You get 50% off all window styles, and you could get up to 0% financing. WindowNation.com.
It's time to score a touchdown with the best deck you'll ever have, and it's courtesy of TimberTech and TimberTech.com. TimberTech is #1 in premium decking. There are myriad reasons why. One is they're the leaders in design, so let them ship you free samples at no charge. Choose up to 4 decking samples to see which realistic wood styles are best for you. Start at TimberTech.com. Behold, it's TimberTech.com.
Tanya, you know, we have jobs that require to have a lot of pep in our step when we're on the mic, but let's be real, some days the pep ain't pepping, right?
I mean, 1,000,000,000%, Sisney. But do you know about Red Bull Zero? Have you tried it yet?
Yes, I have. You know, it's exactly what I've been looking for. I love my snacks, so I was looking for an option without sugar, and Red Bull Zero has the same energy blend as Red Bull, but bye-bye sugar.
Yeah, I mean, they use monk fruit extract instead, and it's just as delicious. The secret's out. I keep a Red Bull Zero at hand.
Fine jewelry backed by our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
This report is sponsored by Gens Ryan Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. Hosting for the holidays? Don't let a plumbing disaster ruin your plans. Save $99 on plumbing repairs this November with Gens Ryan. Call or book online at gensryan.com before guests arrive.
Those guys.
Fan forecast. Quick weather today. High in the mid 60s. Unseasonably warm.
Gophers, Oregon tonight on the audio home for Gophers football. FM 100.3 KFAN. The Fan.
Get ready to go crazy, Wolves fans. The debut of the Prince-inspired City Edition uniforms is happening this Saturday against the Denver Nuggets, and you can be there. Check out our contest page to see how you can win a pair of tickets to Saturday's game and be the first to experience the uniforms, the Prince-inspired court, and a whole lot more. That's KFAN.com, keyword contests, to enter today.
All right, Chris, I'm sure you've already seen this on Twitter, but somebody tagged us and said that
Yes.
Billy the Kid and Billy Claiborne are two different people.
See that now? Here's the. I looked up it. Obviously, they're right. History Channel's Today in History says 1882 on this date in history, Frank Leslie kills Billy the Kid Claiborne, but doesn't say anything to me about there being two different Billy the Kids.
So his nickname was also the Kid,
That's
but he's
right.
not Billy the Kid, if that
Right.
makes sense. That sucks.
That
How can we have two Billy the
sucks.
Kids?
I don't know.
So
I guess,
the Billy the Kid was Henry McCarty,
right,
who got killed in 1881.
right. Whose name's not even Billy, by the way. It's Henry.
No, his alias was William H. Bonney.
Yeah.
Bonney.
Yeah.
So that's the Billy part. His
Yeah.
alias was William, but
Yeah.
he's actually Henry McCarty.
Oh.
They didn't have like Facebook or Instagram for people to be arguing about who was the real Billy the Kid back then. You know what I mean?
No, they just shot off your
They
Facebook.
just shot people. But either way, Billy Claiborne was killed.
Yeah, I was
Were you screaming at the radio?
screaming at the
Oh,
radio.
history buff over
That's
there, Mark
not the right
Parrish.
Billy
That's
the
not
Kid.
the right Billy the Kid.
No.
It's too bad, though. Still, he did get killed because he wouldn't stop rough talking.
That was, he meat sauce.
Yeah, he
Still
did.
love
I
that
was
story,
killed.
I
just
do
the
too.
wrong one.
And by the way, that Billy Claiborne, that Billy the Kid, was also at the OK Corral.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Billy the Kid's got around.
Yeah, they did. A lot of kids.
A lot of the kids, a lot of Billies.
I wonder why
a lot
they
of
were all
Billies.
Billy, too. Were there, were there ever any Corey the Kids? You know?
Why was
No.
William such a popular name back then?
Easy to, I guess.
There wasn't Corey the Kids until the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, that's true, right?
It was Cornelius. back
Oh,
then.
God.
Yes. Yeah. I like
Oh,
that. I like
boy.
that name. Corny.
I've definitely had people ask if that was my full name, and I say absolutely not.
Oh, I wish it
Give me
was.
a break.
I wish it was.
Can we confirm that? Like, does it say Corey on your ID?
You want to see my birth certificate?
Yes, I do.
I was born in Hawaii, Zach. I promise you.
That's what you say.
Honestly, there's no chance you were born in Hawaii.
Yeah, look at you.
Yeah.
You get them melted.
Yeah, you and me are
What's
in
that supposed to mean?
You and me came from Transylvania, kid.
Well, what if my parents were vacationing there, and that's where I was, born? It's possible. Doesn't mean I was conceived there. Do you know where I was born, Zachary?
Canceled. St. Paul?
St. Paul, Minnesota.
That's
Nailed it.
Regions or what? St. Joe's?
Upper Midwest.
I think St. Joe's. I don't know.
Joe's, yeah.
Don't remember. I wasn't there.
R.I.P.
I mean, I was there, but I wasn't there.
They closed the hospital when they found out you were born there
Why?
because you were the spawn of Satan and they don't want to be attached to that.
Wow, that got dark.
I don't think they knew that immediately.
No.
No. Well, when you came out,
Yeah, you did.
That was Dave Draymond.
Yeah, you were auditioning for Disturbed.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the 2026 IIHF World Junior Championship.
Give it to me, baby. Come on.
yeah, man, we're going to see a little bit at the mall, I'm sure, in a couple of weeks. They're really excited down there for it. The World Junior Championship coming to the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, and St. Paul. World Juniors, MN26.com. Get your tickets today. The medal round's on sale now as well. But it'll be a fun week and a half of hockey right here in the state of hockey.
Yeah.
Now here's hockey.
Thank you. Coyote sightings. That's not right. Coyote sightings
There we go.
in northwest Minnesota are prompting warnings from authorities. The Wilkin County Sheriff's Office says it has received multiple reports of coyote sightings in the city of Breckenridge. I don't know. I
they're
see them all the time.
coyotes. Yeah, they're always out by us.
Yeah.
And that's Colorado, so who cares?
Yeah, it's actually Breckenridge, Minnesota.
Where's that?
It's right next to Aspen.
In northwest Minnesota.
It's like about an hour and a half outside of Denver, Minnesota.
Why are coyotes? Is it because they haven't seen them in a while? Maybe.
Maybe that's it. I don't know, man. But I hear them from my place
nonstop.
in Rogers. Yeah. And I actually saw one. I can't remember what it was. Maybe a year ago. The department recommends securing all garbage containers to keep coyotes away.
They're scavengers,
as well as supervising small dogs and cats unless you don't like them anymore.
Yeah. And if you want to, if you ever heard a pack of coyotes get on something too, it's a pretty horrifying sound.
Yeah.
It's screaming. They just scream.
I guess they're more active in the mornings because my neighbors have told me multiple times that like there's coyotes by my house howling from like 5:30 to 9 during the weekdays.
Oh, is that right? Wow, it's interesting.
And my ring cam's off right now, so I can't confirm that, but I guess it's annoying as hell.
I was driving, just getting on 94 in Rogers yesterday, and I saw I saw a red fox that had just been hit beside the road, still, hanging on. And he kept going, "It's the big one."
That is a dated joke.
Thank you.
We got it.
Appreciate you in the studio over there. Thank you. He comes to mind because I watched the Eddie Murphy documentary last night on Netflix. Really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Huge fan, especially as a kid. Really, really interesting documentary about his life and his younger life, and about his brother, his big brother too, who was obviously a big part of Chappelle.
Yeah, Charlie Murphy.
That story, man, at the Chappelle show when Charlie Murphy walks in and Rick James punches him in the face. The Chappelle show, man.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Genius.
10 out of 10.
Genius.
Yeah. Anyway, so there you go.
I first of all, I want to go back quick, just not to rehash it, but I'm stupefied that the NFL does not have professional.
Apparently, so is Adam Thielen.
I am absolutely stupefied at that. Just as another professional athlete, what the F is the NFL doing?
Yeah.
And two, I watched In Waves and War Hawk. It's about this like ibogaine and like it's an hallucinogenic that helps with like PTSD and everything.
Huh.
It's an incredible documentary.
It's called In Waves and
In
War?
Waves and War. It's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, very relatable for a guy like me. Obviously, very different jobs.
Yeah.
But man, what they're going through that hit home.
But is it a hopeful thing though?
It is. It's pretty incredible. But it's a Schedule 1 in this country, so you got to go to Canada or Mexico. You got to go somewhere else to get it done. Yeah. But the results in the military has been incredible.
Oh man, looking at it, right now In Waves and More, wow, it's winning all kinds of awards. Holy moly,
incredible.
Yeah. So there you go. Looking for more information about here, the trailer. Just go to inwavesandwarfilm.com if you want information. I'll watch that, man. Thank you.
It's really good.
Yeah, we're running a little bit late. We should break and come back and replay the Adam Thielen audio that's making his waves across the world right now.
Amen.
All right, we'll do sports as well. Marnie Gellner should join in a second. Adam Weber in like 15 minutes. We'll do Vikings news later. Initials 1 hour from now. Game 6:03 with $103,500 up for grabs. What other radio shows offer you that on a weekly basis? The answer is none. Just the Power Trip Morning Show. We're back after this on The Fan.
Cat Equipment delivers power and reliability. Whether you're renting or buying, tackle any job with confidence. Find your local dealer or explore options at cat.com. Cat is built for the work you do.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
FM 100.3 KFAN and 2 men and a junk truck want to help you win $1,000. Your shot to win happens every weekday on The Fan. The Fan.
Got junk? Need it gone fast? Look no further than my friends at Two Men in a Junk Truck. They're your local experts in junk removal. Whether it's old furniture, electronics, or clutter from the garage, they've got you covered. Head to twomeninajuncktruck.com today to schedule your junk removal service.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays.
It's the most wonderful time.
Open the app and search Holiday and find Cool 108, Minnesota's Christmas station.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Plus stations playing specialized holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, plus tons of playlists, even podcasts.
Last Christmas.
Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Open the free iHeartRadio app now and search Holiday to start listening.
All around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
Sounds like your sleigh's about to get prepped for the season. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we don't just change your oil, we also check your tire pressure, battery, wipers, and lights. Just stay cozy in your car and let our trained pros handle the rest. No appointment needed.
Thorne Brothers Custom Rod and Tackle is your ultimate destination for all things fishing. The Midwest's largest selection of ice fishing, open water, muskie, and bass lures. Don't miss Ice Days, our in-store ice fishing sale November 22nd and 23rd. It kicks off our Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. Savings across the store and online at thornbros.com. With over 40 years of custom rod building experience, if you can dream it, we can build it. North of Highway 10, off Highway 65 in Blaine. Thorne Brothers Custom Rod and Tackle. It's all fishing all the time.
It is the Luther Tire event going on all month long at all 50-plus Luther locations. If you buy 4 tires this month, you get a $100 Luther gift card. So let's go through the list of things you get. You get brand new tires. That's number one. You get peace of mind knowing that right before the snow hits, you're going to have brand new tires. That's good for safety. That's good for de-stressing. You get that $100 Luther gift card. You get free lifetime tire rotations. You get free road hazard protection. You get to keep all the manufacturer rebates. So you get everything when you go to Luther. And, of course, you also get Luther's awesome customer service. You get awesome low pricing. You get everything. So if you don't know anything about tires, I don't. That's why I went to Luther, and they walked me through it. If you do know a bunch about tires and you know exactly what you want and you know you need tires, now is the time to pounce. It is the Luther Tire event. We have the rest of the month, but why not make today the day, Friday, November 14th, that you get those tires from Luther. Luther Tire event. If you don't know where those locations are, find them online right now at lutherauto.com.
It's Angela Warner from Warner Stellian. And if you're like me, your online shopping cart is overflowing. You're thinking, should I wait for Black Friday? Well, stop waiting. At Warner Stellian Appliance, we're guaranteeing Black Friday prices now. They won't go lower. Plus, save an extra 10% instantly on select appliances from your favorite brands. And earn a Black Friday bonus for each additional appliance you buy. Shop Black Friday prices now, guaranteed at WarnerStellion.com.
To those currently in healthcare or healthcare-related roles, take your skills to the next level with Rasmussen University's career-focused nursing programs. From entry-level nursing to advanced degrees, your goals are a perfect fit for one of our programs. Plus, with no application fees, no wait list at many campuses for qualified applicants, and multiple start dates, you can get started sooner. So why wait? Explore Rasmussen's nursing programs today at rasmussen.edu/explore nursing.
Buying, selling, or just living in a home? You can trust Standard Water to fix your radon or mold problems. Standard Water is the radon and mold expert since 1977. Free estimates start at standardwater.com. Standardwater.com. Standard Water for mold and radon.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Hey, it's Meat Sauce here for my amazing friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. I love 7th Avenue Pizza. You can find it all over. Get the meatball pepperoni. It has my face on it. It's my favorite one. They are amazing people, and they make an amazing pizza. You can currently find 7th Avenue Pizza at all Gulf Zone locations.
Beautiful and energy-efficient doors and patio doors. BuildersandRemodelers.com.
Find us on FM 100.3, KFAN.com, the Fan Radio Network, and on our free iHeartRadio app. This is Minnesota Sports Leader. KFAN, the Fan.
Join KFAN's Justin Guard this Sunday for a Vikings watch party unlike any other at the all-new Hop House.
Really?
At Mystic Lake Casino.
Yeah?
Unlike any other.
Let's do it then.
Don't miss a minute of the action on the giant wall TV displays. Enjoy the best seats, food and beverages, trivia and prize giveaways all game long. It's hosted by JG. The party kicks off at noon. Get all the details at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
So they don't have the game on?
The game.
No, it says they do.
They do.
Yeah, but it's unlike every other watch party.
They have it on differently.
It's
they show it upside down.
Oh, because
it's black and white.
Yep,
Is
that's
that
right.
there?
Okay, then it's not exactly like every other one. I get
And they
it.
show it just a third slower than everybody else, so you can really watch it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's
Although
kinda
then
neat.
you can't really time
Finally.
it out with PA and Pete and stuff and Ben.
Right. I love watching. I do. Not to cut you off. Sorry, Zacho.
No.
I really do like listening to our coverage and watching it on television because I know what's going to happen before it happens, and I can kind of see what they're talking about. Because often Pete will be like, "Yeah, the guard, blah blah blah," and as he's singing, I'm actually watching it happen. I like that. I don't mind the delay. But I'm a weirdo.
They apparently synced it up for Meat Sauce's watch party last week there, which was also unlike any other.
Oh yeah, there's
Bet
no
it
doubt.
was.
It's unlike any other.
Well, they just keep upping the ante every week.
Yeah, right.
Better and better
Guards
and
will be there
better.
to yell at you.
That's right. Well, listen. It's time for some sports, and we are our own top story.
Can I bring some?
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip. Presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
Thanks all around. Zachary, what you were going to bring up, is it more important than the Adam Thielen quote, which is cracking me up?
It's second.
It's second. So, yeah, we had Thielen on 45 minutes. We're not trying to, we're not in the breaking news business. But, man, as soon as he said it, Chris and I both looked at each other like, whoa.
Yo.
Like, that was an interesting line. When you basically say that the refs are fanboying for Patrick Mahomes, it's awesome. But, yeah, this was on our show, 45 minutes ago, Adam Thielen.
And he's on our show every Friday at 6:30, by the way.
I don't know if I should be going here, but I'm going to.
Okay.
But I think we need to have full-time referees. I think it's ridiculous that we have, and no offense to these guys, I mean, they obviously love their job, and they put a lot of time into it. I know they do. But it's like we have these guys that are kind of fanboys a little bit. Like, they love the fact that they get to go out there and they get to shake hands with Patrick Mahomes. They get to hang out with these professional athletes. And then they go to their real job on Monday through Friday and tell everybody how cool their side job is. I think that there should be full-time referees. I mean, the NFL is billions and billions of dollars. There's so much money in the game. There's so much betting on the game that these games matter so much to not, obviously the people that are gambling, but what about the people that put so much time and effort to try to go and perform well and win games and all the time the coaches put in? That they deserve to have full-time referees. And, that's my take on it. And I think it's very easy to do. And I don't know why it hasn't been done.
Oh, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all.
Absolutely. I cannot believe that a professional sports organization does not have full-time professional refs.
So you're saying the NHL does have full-time professional refs?
Yes, and obviously, I mean, the schedule for football is a little bit different, so I can understand that. But yeah, you got full-time professional refs. That's what they do. You pay them enough to do it year-round, and like Thielen said, like for the NFL to not have that, the amount of money that they make, that's a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a drop in the bucket. It literally doesn't even mean anything. I mean, they could pay him $1 million. Who cares? That's nothing to them.
Yeah. And it would be aggravating. I mean, it's, every job, I'm sure Corey has examples like this, but there is such thing as a radio consultant who comes in and tells morning shows how to do their morning show better. And it's normally a person who doesn't live in your market and hasn't done radio before, or at least hasn't done morning radio before. And it's like, wait, how can you, what? If you're talking about a referee who has a regular job the rest of the week and has never played the game before, which, neither here nor there in some ways, but I can see his point as well. Why not have people who do this full time? Why not make this their full-time job? I know it's not an 82-game season like in the NHL, but it's still a very long season, and it's very, very important to do the job right.
Absolutely, and that's the NHL refs. Obviously, you learn about them as players. I mean, they get broken down. They get clips sent to them. Whoever the director or the referees is, whoever the oversight, they're constantly getting critiqued. They're constantly working on their craft. They're constantly getting better, and the game's getting better because of that as well.
Well,
it just blows my mind that they just don't have people focused on that one job. Like the gambling, the amount of money, everything. Sorry, go ahead.
Close the leaks, right? Tighten it up with all these gambling controversies the last couple of weeks, too. The NFL's probably going to have to tighten it up. Good morning, Marnie.
Good morning.
But also, back to not that gamblers here, but we could talk about, Sauce likes to tweet out, like, the NFL's rigged. The Chiefs would have gotten this call. That's my Sauce impression.
Sounded pretty good. I thought it was him.
It was pretty good.
But think about what Thielen just said. I think it's obviously ridiculous. There's the risk isn't worth the reward that Roger Goodell's like, make sure the Chiefs get all the calls.
Right,
but Thielen's thing makes a lot more sense. It's not like some refs like, I'm going to make sure that Patrick Mahomes gets all the calls. It might just be human nature to be like, man, if I'm going to lean 55-45 one way, just instinctually, do I want to have Patrick Mahomes yelling at me because I made the wrong call? I'm going to lean towards making the right call for him. It might just be instinct. It might be human nature to not want a guy that you're a little starstruck by to yell at you.
Your cousin made some controversy.
I know. As soon as he said, I don't know if I should go there, but I'm going to. I'm like, I have
let it
no
go.
idea what you're going to say, but you're right, Corey. When you are a veteran player who understands his role a little bit and doesn't have as much to lose, it's good stuff.
It's the best.
And he made a great point.
End of his career. Absolutely. Adam Weber, Marnie Gellner, Adam Weber.
Good morning, Adam. Good morning. Nice to see you
I don't
again.
know.
Nice to see you again.
I don't know why I'm introducing you. I've never met you. I'm introducing you like I know
met
you.
him.
I've never met him. Where'd you guys meet?
I mean, go for stuff.
Oh, crossing
Yeah,
paths.
come on,
okay.
they're hanging out.
Adam, thanks for joining,
Yeah, man, welcome to the show.
Appreciate it, yeah.
Glad to have
Fun
you.
to be here.
Yeah, Tommy is so pumped that you
How
could
are you,
do
man?
this. That's Chris Hockey back there. That's
Sweet
Mark Parrish.
mustache.
There's
I do like the stash.
Yeah, look at the
Pull that
stash,
off,
man.
He's even got a little hockey hair going there, I might say.
You could have been. Did you
It's
play
a
hockey at
little
all
flow.
at any point in your life?
No, just a little pond hockey growing
That
up.
counts.
Of course, yeah,
That counts.
All right, there you go. I'll take it.
Pond hockey, man.
Nothing better. Nothing better.
That's fun.
All right, well, yeah, cool. Thanks for joining us, man. It's going to be super cool. We'll talk Ducks. We'll talk Gophers. I want your opinion on Drake Lindsay. We want to talk about J.J. McCarthy. You've been through this process in the past. Can't wait to ask you about all of it.
Yeah, and I want to talk to you about what we were just talking about. Adam Thielen said, I don't know if you were listening on the way in, but the controversial comments about the referees. Did you hear any of that?
Zach filled me in on the way up.
Yeah. What are your thoughts
A little
as a
spicy,
quarterback?
but well, no, I mean, I think where he's coming from makes sense, and then he's later on in his career, he doesn't really care, and he's an opinionated guy, and I think a lot of guys feel that way, and he just voiced it. Obviously, it's going to probably be big news that he said that, but he has every right to have his opinion, and I think it's warranted.
You dipped your toe in the NFL. I mean, you were on a couple of practice squads, so you know that level of play, and I would assume that level of refereeing should be right there with.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, there's so much money on the line for these games, and to have some missed call. I mean, there's going to be missed calls, and then you look at like baseball where they're trying to get things more automated. There's a referee. There's going to be some missed calls. There's going to be some judgment. I think back in that Saints game where there's a really bad PI that they missed, like they just didn't call. I can't remember. It was the NFC Championship game. It was a big one, right? And it's like that's a big miss, but that's part of the game, and it's always been part of the game. So I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if it's full-time refs. I know the issues that have been brought up is referees that would be influenced by outside money, right? And so having guys that come from wealth or have a good income themselves to really focus in on just doing it full-time does make sense. I always thought that I guess they were full-time, at least like during the season. But you can't have missed calls. They're too crucial. So I get it.
When do they have time to work out? They're reffing games. They're going to the regular jobs. When do they have time to do arms?
It's the burden of all of us, Marnie. It's like that's my excuse too. Is I'm just too busy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd be working out like 8 hours a day. Too
Yeah.
busy. Way too busy.
They got to work out during halftime, Marnes, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's their
post-game.
time.
Hey, when this came up in the past, didn't we hear like some of the guys work for like 3M or whatever? So it's like, or DuPont. So it's like you're reffing a game on Sunday and then you're selling Post-it notes the rest of the week.
Well, and I got to believe they would rather be full-time.
Well, who wants to swing Scotch tape all day?
Yeah, well, what's wrong with Scotch tape?
I know my dad was a 3M guy. I'm not ripping 3M, Just saying. My guess is they would rather talk football and work
How
on
do you
football.
sell Scotch tape, though? You're like, this is stickier than the other tapes out there, man. You're going to love this Scotch tape.
That's one strategy. What's wrong with that? Why wouldn't you want the stickiest tape?
How about this? Scotch tape that smells and tastes like Scotch.
Ooh.
Go on.
Now we're talking, right?
Trigger.
And talk about a good Christmas.
Like
I mean,
lickable wallpaper.
Yeah. Has there ever been anything more frustrating than every Christmas running out of Scotch tape?
Chris Hockey here.
Every Christmas. Literally.
So you wrap the presents in your house?
It's Christmas Eve. The kids are in bed. I got 95 things to wrap, and I'm doing it with silver tape from the garage because I ran out of Scotch tape.
That doesn't taste at all like Scotch.
Marnie, are you a believer? What is it like? If you can't wrap a present with like six pieces of tape or less? I forget the number. Then you're doing it wrong.
I've not seen this. A challenge or something?
Yeah, but it's like. Again, since when is there a tape shortage? I'll use as much tape as I want.
Mine always looks like the person who wrapped it has never wrapped a present in their life. Always.
I will say you have to get the tape dispenser, the one that's weighted down a little bit with the sand, because you have to be able to one-hand
God, the
tape.
feelings and the Gellners just fire hot takes all day long.
I'm out there reusing tape.
You can't be holding it in one hand.
Peeling postage stamps off just so I can use them again.
Reusing tape.
Adam, aren't you glad you came in?
No, I love it. Well, I was going to ask, what are your thoughts on taping like if you get clothes, taping the box before you wrap it?
What do you do?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, for sure.
With painter's tape so that your kids can open the box easily. What are your thoughts of throwing in a bottle of ketchup so when they shake the present...
You throw them off a little bit?
Yeah.
Bottle of ketchup?
Bottle of
ketchup?
That's psychotic.
Wait, what? There's a lot of things you like.
I got no extra
Paperweight. I mean, like,
Hear me
who
out.
throws a bottle of ketchup?
Hear me out. Say one of your kids asks for like AirPods or something.
Sure.
They know the size of the AirPods box and ain't much else going in there.
Yeah, I got you.
Well,
but
then
like,
they shake it and you just hear this small
Well, then
box
good for
rattling
them.
around.
They're
You gotta
perceptive.
Go
how about you
Smart.
just use all that tape of yours and just tape the AirPods to the box so
when
it
I was a
doesn't
kid,
shake?
like everybody knew what a video game looked like. You know that video game case, you know.
Yeah,
so my
yeah.
mom would wrap it with like a jar of pickles.
Thank you, Kathy.
And
we just got a box of cigarettes.
My mom used to get me every Christmas. She would get me a bottle of ketchup and then put a video game in the box with it, so I wouldn't know that it was ketchup.
Yeah.
She
You love ketchup.
Genius.
You love your
man.
ketchup.
Genius.
What a
I
wonderful
think this sounds like
lady.
a video game. This can't be what I asked for.
I
This
think
can't be Super Sprint.
Oh, look, Adam Thielen just got a couple extra flags for Christmas.
All right, Adam Weber is here. We're going to talk some football here in the next segment because it's Vikings news. Marnie Gellner is here. Mark Parrish is here. We'll play initials at 8:15. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK Gary Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have an accident 94 westbound after Broadway in the left lane and an accident 94 westbound at Brockton Lane on the right shoulder. 94 sluggish eastbound from Olson Memorial to Hennepin Lyndale. The crosstown slow westbound from Xerxes to Valley View. There's an accident to Tracy on the right. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Hero Home Services. When your home needs a hero, call Hero Home Services. From furnace repairs to full system replacements, they deliver fast, reliable heating solutions all year long. Call Hero Home Services at 612-900-2021.
Luther and LutherAuto.com. If you want tires, now's the time to get into one of the 50 Luther locations. That's right, 50. They're all over the place. The entire month of November, if you buy 4 tires, you get a $100 Luther gift card. That's pretty awesome. You can use that down the road. That's how gift cards work. So you get new tires. Your vehicle's safer. You get the peace of mind knowing that right before the snow flies into Minnesota that you have brand new tires. That's awesome. You also get A-plus customer service. They can answer all of your questions, work with your budget, walk you through the tire selection process. If you don't know much about tires, that's okay. I didn't. I went through it. It was awesome. So you get to keep all the manufacturer rebates. You get free road hazard protection, free lifetime tire rotations, and again, ultimately, the most important 2 things. You get those new tires and the $100 Luther gift card. So if you know where a Luther location is, great. Make that the spot today. Get those tires. If you don't, go to their website, LutherAuto.com, for those locations. Again, 50 plus in and around the Twin Cities. LutherAuto.com.
Fuel your day with the $3 meal deal at Holiday Station stores. Grab a hot snack or roller grill item, pair with Frito-Lay's chips, and
Your choice of Polar Pop or medium coffee, all for just $3. Make it a meal deal today, only at Holiday.
Standard Water is the standard for basement and exterior waterproofing and foundation repair. Wet basements, cracks in walls, bowing walls, settling foundations. Standard Water does it all since 1977. Free estimates start at standardwater.com. Standardwater.com.
Wild forward Jewel Erickson Ek scores most of his goals near the blue paint, close to the crease. Yes, Eki does his best work in the snot bubble and the dirty areas. But don't worry, he regularly uses hand sanitizer. Not weird. Wild.
Wild fans are the best in the league. Continue to be there and bring the noise all season long at Grand Casino Arena. Get your tickets today at wild.com/tickets.
Tanya, you know, we have jobs that require to have a lot of pep in our step when we're on the mic, but let's be real, some days the pep ain't peppin', right?
I mean, 1,000,000,000%, Disney. But do you know about Red Bull Zero? Have you tried it yet?
Yes, I have. You know, it's exactly what I've been looking for. I love my snacks, so I was looking for an option without sugar, and Red Bull Zero has the same energy blend as Red Bull, but bye-bye sugar.
Yeah, I mean, they use monk fruit extract instead, and it's just as delicious. The secret's out. I keep a Red Bull Zero at hand.
With corn rootworm costing farmers up to $1 billion a year, you need the right strategy. Introducing Durastack trait technology, featuring 3 powerful modes of action to strike corn rootworm at full force, outsmart, outmaneuver, and outmatch their every move with the industry's first triple BT protein stack built for corn rootworm control. Take back your yield potential. Make your move at Durastack.com. Available for the 2027 season.
Captain Ken's chili tastes amazing. It's thick and hearty, and best of all, it tastes just like homemade with fresh ingredients. Find Captain Ken's in the frozen food section at your local grocery store. Made in Minnesota by a Minnesota fireman. Shop and try Captain Ken's amazing chili today.
Chris Hockey here for Builders Remodelers at buildersremodelers.com. We're just in here talking, all of us in here talking about windows. We love windows. Elements triple pane windows from buildersremodelers.com. Of course, that's what I'm talking about. And right now, saving up to $500 per window. So if you're, I don't know, you live in a giant house, you need 1,500 windows. Well, it's a lot of money saved, right? But if you need 2, that's a lot of money saved. It doesn't matter. And you need great windows. Elements triple pane windows from Builders Remodelers. They make sure you got great warranty, great workmanship, great prices. They are the greatest. Builders and Remodelers at buildersremodelers.com. Nobody doesn't
Sounds
matter.
like your sleigh's about to get prepped for the season. At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we don't just change your oil, we also check your tire pressure, battery, wipers, and lights. Just stay cozy in your car and let our trained pros handle the rest. No appointment needed.
Purple Friday, brought to you by Franzen Bank and Trust.
It's football season on Minnesota's audio home for the Vikings and Gophers. FM 100.3 KFXN Minneapolis, St. Paul. Heard all season on the free iHeart app.
Hey, welcome back.
Ooh.
Nah, you go ahead, buddy.
Well, I want to tell everybody about the fact that we've your shot at tickets to Sunday's divisional battle by showing us your purple preset. Set KFAN as a preset on the iHeartRadio app, screenshot it, and post it with hashtag KFAN purple preset to your social media, and make sure to follow and tag KFAN as well. Winners will be DM'd this Friday. Get the full rules at KFAN.com, keyword contest. So,
yeah,
good luck.
There you go. And I want to say this as well, because it's a big night for me personally. We're playing a big show down at the Armory. And if you are not busy tonight, tickets still available. We're opening up for Cole Swindell and raising some money for the Minneapolis Heart Association. Obviously, great situation, great people doing some wonderful things and raising money at the Armory. So come on down. Tickets are still available. Watch Cole Swindell. Come early so you can watch us. We play second. I think we start at 8:30. So it'll be fun. Great night. Awesome. Get to play the Armory. How cool is that?
Great venue.
That's very cool.
Can't wait.
One of my favorites.
Looking forward to that.
Awesome venue.
What a great venue.
Adam Weber is our guest. He's in studio. What kind of music you listen to? Because I'm going to guess you're a country music fan. Am I right or am I wrong?
That's
a
no.
That's
a no.
It's the mustache, man. I can't help it.
You know, I'm all over the board. Yeah. I can't really pick it down to one thing that I like, a particular genre that I listen to. I'm open to everything.
Yeah.
You know.
You want to sing tonight? You want to come on?
No, you don't want to hear this voice.
Do you like Canadian reggae rap? Are you familiar with the artist Snow?
You know, is that the
Informer? Oh yeah,
yes, it is.
You know what I'm talking about.
It's a terrible song, and you know it.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Every word.
Adam Weber happens to be the all-time leader for the Minnesota Golden Gophers in passing yards and touchdowns still, right?
That's right.
Which is pretty awesome. 07 through 10?
Yep.
Pretty cool, man. I was kind of snooping around because I had to find a photo to promote that you were going to be on the show. So I was snooping your Instagram, and I'm scrolling back. You don't have a lot of photos of yourself. It's a lot of family stuff. And I don't know. You're just like, whatever. It's cool. You're not an egomaniac. That's fine. So I scrolled so far back. I have a question that has nothing to do with anything timely. You like a decade ago went on a 3.5 month 10-country vacation. 3.5 months?
Jealous.
Trip of a lifetime, correct?
Yeah. So what happened
Where'd you
was,
go?
yeah, well, I had just gotten done playing, so I had like a little stand up in the CFL. And when I didn't make the team, I was a little bitter, but I knew like it was time to hang up the cleats. And had a little bit of money from my time in the NFL, but not a lot. And it was like, hey, before I do anything serious, I want to get out and explore. I've never been able to really do that before. And so my wife doesn't like this because I was seeing another girl at the time.
Thanks, Corey. Thanks a lot, Corey.
Way to go. Glad I brought it up. Way to go.
But it was really cool because just bought one-way tickets to Ireland. And then from there, there was an app at the time called Skyscanner. And, after we got tired of exploring all of Ireland, it would be like, hey, I'm in Ireland right now. Let's search anywhere. Where's the cheapest I can go? And then it was like, oh, Paris, we can fly there for $20. Cool, we're going to Paris tomorrow. And so I just kept on doing that and then staying in hostels, talking to people. Where's another cool place to go? Hey, go to Thailand. Okay, cool. Let's go to Thailand. And so we just kept on doing stuff like that.
How did you know when the end date was, or did you just say, all right, I've had enough after 3.5 months?
Yeah. Oh, I knew I wanted to get back. It was a little Forrest Gumpy. No, it was, I want to get back for the holidays.
Okay.
So it was like, I think left in September and got back in close to the end of December.
How did you pack for a trip like that?
So that was the tricky part. It was easy for me, hard for the girlfriend at the time.
Yeah. That other person.
Though who should not be named.
Because we backpacked, right? And so then kind of telling her, even myself, we're collecting memories, not mementos, or not real stuff.
You're not buying souvenirs.
We're not buying souvenirs. You can't because, it was like, I don't know, they do kilos. It was like, 17 kilos for your backpack was X amount of dollars. If anything more than that was more. So it was like, we're trying to budget this thing. So every single time I had like a little special weight,
the suitcase weight,
luggage weight thing.
Yeah.
And so, we just always make sure. Sometimes we would leave stuff behind, or like what I would do too is there's books in different hostels. So like I would read a book, and when I got done with it, I would leave it at a new hostel and grab another one. And so it's like you're kind of changing things out and always trying to maintain the weight. So
minimalist lifestyle. I love it.
Couple pieces of underwear, keep it simple.
Okay. I mean, that was going to be my next follow-up.
Yeah, well, of course. That's
all right. So off the top of your head, do you remember every country you went to in that trek?
I could give it a shot, but I
go do as many as you can. See which ones you remember.
See. We got Ireland, France, Germany, Italy, Switzerland, Thailand, Australia, China. I know I'm missing a few.
Jeez, I mean that's
Spain.
Wow.
So that's that's not just Europe. You're going to Thailand, China, Australia.
It was I essentially went around the world. I just kept on going east. We never really went back west. We just kept on going east until we made it around.
And then went to the west coast of the States at some point. You land in L.A. or something
No,
at some point?
So it was a direct flight from Hong Kong to Chicago. It was 16 hours, 17-hour flight.
That's cool. You're right, though. Like that's why all the European kids take that gap year, because once you have a career and kids and family, it's like that just doesn't, that window doesn't happen again until you're an empty nester and you're in your 60s. It's so different traveling in your mid-20s when you can hike a mountain or two a day and not say my life is ending. Well, I'm so tired.
And then you're kind of you're not. I wasn't trying to stay in fancy hotels and things like that. So you're kind of cool staying in a hostel with 12 other people. And
that's awesome.
That gets a little different when you're, 38 and have 2 kids.
Yeah. That's kind of what our guy Max does. Max just flies around the world and finds a hostel and just does the budget trip, and then he can go wherever he wants. It's awesome.
Yeah, but he ain't taking a girlfriend.
He wants to stay unattached, so he has options.
The women like you treated the books.
Well done, sir. Well done. Before we get into Vikings news, Adam Weber again is our guest, a former Golden Gopher quarterback and also former Denver Bronco quarterback. You were on a squad that also had quarterbacks Brady Quinn and Tim Tebow.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like to be Tim Tebow's teammate, and what was he like?
Yeah, so Tim and I were actually locker buddies, right? We had lockers right next to each other. And that is a question I do get because he is so, kind of polarizing and popular. But Tim is kind of what you see is what you get, which is really refreshing because what he stands for and what he, kind of portrays himself, that's who he really is as a person. Really respectable. He didn't push any of that on anybody, but he also was just a genuinely
authentic,
good, authentic human being, which was great.
Good. That's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad to hear that.
Adam, when you played for the Gophers, your head coach was Tim Brewster. Outside of your redshirt freshman season, that would have been still Glenn Mason, right?
Yep. Correct.
Okay. And then, so he recruited you, Mason. So you went to the U thinking that would be your coach, and then it ends up being Tim Brewster, and that was not a great run. And I'm not trying to rip him, but from someone who actually played for Brewster, how would you describe that experience? And you don't have to be kind, but I'm not trying to set you up to rip.
No, yeah, fair. I mean,
he wasn't the most super likable guy.
Yeah. So, when you're there and doing it and you're part of the team, you have to buy in, right? So you can't really get caught up of like any of the noise, or else you're going to just get distracted. You're not going to be able to fight for a starting spot. But I would say it was noticeable for him, and I think Coach Brewster would even admit this, that he was a first-time head coach. And I think some of that played into, the misses and the losses we had along the way. He changed coordinators often, right? When things got sour, he would fire guys. I mean, we had a lot of offensive coordinator changes. We had a lot of defensive coordinator changes too. And there's just no consistency. And I think after a while, especially with him being so, boisterous and animated, if you don't have the production behind it, people get tired, especially in this state. And I think he just overstayed his welcome here, right? But now, he's still coaching. He's still doing it.
Still out there, yeah.
Especially after Glenn Mason, who, in my opinion, man, did we pull the trigger on him too quickly? My goodness, man. And we had some success with that guy.
Yeah, that was the you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Exactly. Exactly. Hindsight.
We were in 2006. We had to win the last 3 games to get bowl eligible, right? I think we ended the season 6-6 that year. And Coach Mason, every coach too, every head coach, they got an ego to them. I'm not, and after a while, you got an athletic director that has an ego as well, and you're bound to bump heads, right? And then you have donors kind of voicing their opinion. They feel like if I donate X amount of dollars, my opinion matters. And it does, because they're going to say, I'm going to pull my money. And after a while, I think as an athletic director, you get tired of that. And then you start hearing little, whispers outside like, hey, there's other people, we can take a look at this guy. And Brewster was probably really good in interviews, right? And that's what he is. The first time you meet him, he's going to be like, wow, look at this guy. He's animated. He's got a plan. He's focused. He'll change up, go for a nation, all this stuff. And I think it was just, it also didn't help that we lost the bowl game in 2006. We had a 31-point or 34-point comeback and lost that. So that doesn't help, right? And I think that was the final straw that broke the relationship with Coach Mason. But yes, to Corey's point, it would have been interesting to see what those next couple of years would have been like. All
right, let me ask you the question that you've probably been asked 10,000 times, but I've never actually heard you answer this. What changes in your career if you had one offensive coordinator and not had to start over essentially every year for the 4 years you were there?
Yeah, well, you just build momentum year in or year out. So, perfect example, when we make a change that happens right at the end of the year, well, then, there's a lot of rules involved where the coaches can't be around and stuff, where then as myself, as like the quarterback or the leader of the team, I could be getting guys, pulling them in, going out and running the system and working on stuff, working on routes, working on timing, working on whatever. We didn't even know what it was. So just like the whole summer was kind of like just relearning stuff every single time. And then on top of that, you go from Coach Mason's system, which was more of like outside zone, heavy run, lean on the running backs, hard play action, to then Tim Brewster comes in, brings Mike Dunbar in. It's a spread system.
Spread offense, yeah.
So then we go from big old boys down to like more speedy guys up front, more so thinking about the guys up front. Dunbar's there for 2 years. He gets fired. And then they bring in Jed Fish. and he's more pro style. So then it's like, you know, when you're recruiting players, it takes a year or two, or maybe even 3 to develop the guys up front. And every year we're making a change in systems. We were just a hodgepodge of spread to pro to, you know, all this stuff that we were just a bunch of misfits out there.
15 years later, you'd have been in the transfer portal so quickly. Just millions of dollars in your pocket.
Not to kiss ass, but think about it. You had, again, historic Gopher production despite that, right? All-time passing yards leader, all-time touchdowns leader, despite not having a consistent coordinator, consistent group, consistent offensive line. That's pretty nuts. That's pretty cool that you had. And like Chris's point, way before the transfer portal, you still stuck it out.
Yeah.
Because back then you could have sat out a year and transferred. Could have done that if you're just like, I can't handle this inconsistency. Stuck it out, played 4 years, and put up gigantic numbers. Pretty awesome.
You know, when I committed to Minnesota, I grew up a Minnesota Gopher fan. My dad played there, going to games every Saturday. So I committed to the school. I didn't commit to a coach. Although I really like Coach Mason, I knew that I went on a visit with my mom. We went down to the Union along the river. And it was, if my football career ended, would I be happy here? And I was like, yeah, I would. So then it was like, this is where I'm going to be. And so regardless of what happened, coaching-wise, I was going to stick it out because I wanted to play there. I wanted to be a Golden Gopher.
That's great.
That's super impressive.
Yeah, we were lucky to have you. No, it was a lot of fun. Cool. Saw a lot of those games, man. It is Vikings news, though, brought to you by Radco, and we have some other things we can comment on as well because Justin Jefferson spoke to the media yesterday. And, of course, I would guess people thought he had some explaining to do, so he did some explaining, I guess. And he did talk about, I guess, his demeanor and his body language last week during the game, and here's what he said.
A lot of emotion goes towards that, but at the end of the day, I want to win, and I'm an ultra competitor, and a lot of people that don't play this game and don't play sports don't understand the competitive side of it. So, I want to win, and emotionally, things get heated sometimes, you know. So, and things weren't going our way at that moment. So, just want a better outcome, and of course, the offense that we have, I feel like we should be playing better than what we are.
I'm so glad I played hockey. You didn't have to explain yourself for getting heated in hockey.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well, the quarterback / wide receiver relationship is huge. Adam Weber would know. Your relationship, your connection with Eric Decker. Mm-hmm. I mean, one of the all-time great wide receivers, that had to be a relationship that stayed consistent. You were with him, I want to say 2-3 years, maybe?
3 seasons,
okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, no question. You have to be on the same page, read body language, have trust with each other. And so that does take time. And I know with like Justin Jefferson being the elite wide receiver he is, having to work with a developing quarterback can be frustrating at times, right? Because I look at even like Eric Decker, he's in Denver. We were in Denver together, and Tim Tebow's the quarterback. And yes, we're winning games, but he's not getting the ball, right? And then all of a sudden, Peyton Manning comes in. And all of a sudden, we got one of the best quarterbacks of all time, throwing all the guys, Demaryius Thomas, Eric Decker, all these guys the ball. And all of a sudden, Eric Decker goes on and has the 9-10-year career he has, puts up all these numbers. If Tebow's still there, and again, I love Tim, couldn't really throw the football very well in the NFL. Those wide receivers are really wide blockers. Right, and no guy in the NFL is saying, I'm going to make money blocking. They don't make, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you gotta be able to feed these guys the ball without forcing it, or else you're going to deal with, guys getting a little pissy.
Asking for a friend, how often does Eric Decker take his shirt off? Just wondering.
That's a weird question.
Not for me.
That is a weird question.
I'm asking,
you might want to look to your left.
I'm asking for a friend.
And you could say you're asking for him, but you asked it then. It was
not
weird.
your immediate left.
Right. Both lefts. Both lefts.
Now or then? Now or then, Zach?
That's
now?
Good now.
Please stop.
How often does he do it now? How often does he take his shirt off now? Daily?
I would imagine so. Well, the thing is, he is truly, it's probably maybe oversaid at times, but he truly has like the body of a Greek god. Right, like where he could eat whatever he wants.
Is that oversaid?
Well, I mean, like in general, that guy's got a body of a Greek. Maybe
he had
not.
a GQ photo shoot in college.
Yeah,
at the University of Minnesota.
Second time in 2 days that's been brought up on this show.
Quickly. Both times he mentioned it very quickly.
Yes.
So, I mean, he's got 4% body fat. Good-looking guy, tall, athletic, playing in the NFL. I mean, what more do you want?
Yeah, Zach, what more do you want? He just winked at me. Don't wink at me. Why'd you wink at me?
That made it awkward, Zach.
All right, Adam Weber is here. We'll do Fan 5 in a second. Giant game tonight for his Gophers. The Gophers are at number 8, Oregon. We'll talk about that in a second during Fan 5. Initials like 15, 20 minutes from now, and one of you gets a crack at $103,500. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center.
Good morning. We have an accident on 94 westbound before Lowry. It's in the 2 left lanes, traffic heavy from Broadway. There's a crash on the crosstown westbound after Tracy on the right shoulder. Highway 36 with an accident westbound at Lake Elmo. And an accident on Central at Lowry Avenue. I'm Maria Arnold, and that's your latest total traffic.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. Visit roberthalf.com/Twin Cities. No one knows Twin City businesses like locals. With decades of experience here in the Twin Cities, Robert Half connects skilled professionals in finance, technology, administrative, and more. Visit roberthalf.com/Twin Cities.
Hey, it's Zach Calverson, and I just got my new Equinox from Luther Brookdale Chevrolet. The experience was fantastic. I traded in my old Impala, and Tony and Deshaun made the whole process easy and stress-free. When you're ready for your next ride, check out Luther Brookdale Chevrolet.
You depend on CenterPoint Energy to deliver energy for what matters most to you, your neighbors, and throughout the land of 10,000 lakes, so we can all make a better tomorrow. That's why we're investing in the latest technology to reduce emissions, offer rebates on qualifying energy-efficient natural gas equipment, and provide energy-saving programs that help save you money. Look ahead at centerpointenergy.com/futuremn.
Hi, I'm Dylan, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a customer service specialist, I love helping couples find their dream engagement ring. And guess what? I just got engaged, so it was fun to create one myself. First, my fiance tried on a bunch of ring styles and she was drawn to a classic diamond pave setting. Then we looked at different diamond shapes from pear to oval to cushion. She fell in love with the princess cut. At Shane Company, you can create a one-of-a-kind ring and get it in days, not weeks. Because a friend wants you to have a magical holiday proposal. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Brian Adams, Roll with the Punches Tour 2025. A night full of hits. Live at Target Center, November 26th. With special guest Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Hey, it's Chris Hockey from my friends at Radco and Radco.com. How's that truck doing for you? Have you been out rolling around in the wilderness and trying to find things, and maybe it's you're looking in the back of your truck and all your stuff's all wet and you're like, man, I should have got a topper. It's never too late. Maybe you get in and out of your truck and your feet are all muddy and you look down and your carpet's all mess and you're like, I should have got some WeatherTech mats. Not too late. Go to Radco and Radco.com. They always bring you Vikings news on the Fan. They sponsor me in the Initials game. I'll try to win it for you today, but regardless, check out Radco, one of the 4 Metro locations or the St. Cloud location, or just check them out first at Radco.com. It's getting to be that time of year. Get your gifts at Radco. Radco, your truck accessory pro store. It's your truck. Have it your way.
Up to $2,500 Luther bonus cash or 0% APR up to 60 months on qualifying new Mazdas. Luther Brookdale Mazda. More to move you sales event at the #1 volume Mazda dealer in the Midwest. Luther Brookdale Mazda. See dealer for details. The only thing we overlook is $694.
This report is sponsored by Giggly Non-Alcoholic THC Cocktails.
Sometimes all you need is a little lift. Giggly non-alcoholic THC cocktails are crafted with real juice and award-winning taste. Giggly, feel good in the moment and the morning after. Visit Giggly.com.
Bradshaw and Bryant seeking justice for the injured. Online at MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com.
Fan forecast. High of 65 today. It's going to be very warm out there, Marnes.
Yeah. Vikings Bears Sunday at noon. On the audio home for Vikings football. FM 100.3 KFAN, The Fan. Powered by Hy-Vee.
Hey, Vikings fans, it's a Purple Friday, and that means we're taking your talkbacks for tickets all day long. Use the talkback feature in the iHeartRadio app right now to give us your favorite Vikings-Bears moment of all time for your shot at a pair of tickets to Sunday's divisional showdown. Don't miss out on your chance to cheer on the purple this weekend. Full details available at KFAN.com. Keyword contests.
You got that right, buddy. There you go. Welcome back. Your little Power Trip Morning Show.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Marco.
Hi.
Hi, Margie.
Hi.
Hi, Adam Weber. How are you, buddy?
What's up?
It's good to see you. Good to have you in here.
Adam, I like, we do this with Parrish all the time because Parrish's memory is terrible. But sometimes I like asking athletes about their own career to see if they cared about numbers and how good their memory is. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at all your numbers again, all-time passing leader for the Gophers, all-time touchdown leader as well. But then they have the single-game passing yards. The record was set in 1993.
Obviously.
You have the third biggest game in Gopher history in terms of yards per game. Do you remember how many yards you threw for and who it was against?
Yeah, it would have been Michigan State.
That is correct.
421.
Oh, so
419.
close.
419.
416.
Oh.
So that was correct. 2009, Michigan State, you threw for 416.
See, it's not as easy as
No.
sounds it, Corey. Thank you,
That's
Adam.
right.
It
I
was
appreciate
421.
that.
You probably got shorted by those statisticians.
Yeah.
How about this? Most touchdowns in a season was Tanner Morgan in 2019. You were second. What's the most touchdowns you threw for in one season with the Gophers?
I think it would have been my freshman year. 24.
24 and 07. See,
wow.
boom, nailed it. Very,
Wowzers.
very good. All-time passing leader in touchdowns, but how many did you throw for your career at the Gophers?
I do know that one. 72.
72. All right, he's locked in.
Nice.
He's locked in.
Wow.
72.
How do you watch Gopher games these days? Like, you're fine just at home, being chill. You like to be around people. Do you like to be
you
in
watch it at all?
person at the stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if it was up to me, so I've not really enjoyed bringing like my son to games. But when I do that, he's 4 years old, and so I'm spending most of my time just chasing him.
Yeah.
So I don't get to watch the game too often. Or if I go to a game at Huntington Bank, you're talking to people or talking to alumni or former teammates or just people in general. So I don't get to watch too much. I think the perfect situation is like this game tonight at 8 o'clock. Put the kids to bed, sit on my couch, and I can just watch the game from start to finish. And that doesn't happen too often.
Amen.
No.
Amen.
You mentioned Huntington Bank Stadium. You had the unique opportunity of opening up that place.
Mm-hmm.
Can you contrast the differences between playing at the Metrodome and then moving on and playing at a brand new spot on campus?
Yeah. So the Metrodome, as a quarterback, it's actually kind of nice because it's always going to be 70, sunny, and no wind, right? Which is pretty ideal for throwing the football and such. But the game always felt like it was a neutral game, right? It's not your locker room. The seats are blue. Sometimes, it wasn't on campus, so sometimes it was hard to get all the fans to show up or even the student section to show up. But coming to opening up TCF at the time, the bank, I guess for short, it's all maroon and gold. It's a sweet locker room. It's really comfortable. It's right on campus. It feels like home. So, very night and day difference. Now, I would say, you can make an argument that the Metrodome could get really loud, and that was an advantage at times. But overall, I think for a college experience, having a stadium on campus that has your colors, that kind of oozes maroon and gold and just everything about Gophers, that is an advantage, and that's cool for not only the players but also the spectators and the experience. And tailgating, all that stuff kind of plays into it.
Tonight at number 8, Oregon. 25.5-point underdogs against one of the best teams in college football. Big task for Drake Lindsay. What have you liked so far out of Drake? And because obviously, you've probably heard this. A lot of people like this might be the best quarterback we've seen since Adam Weber. Yeah. So you've probably heard that a time or two. What do you think about the kid so far?
Yeah, no, I think his talent is very high level. He's got the size. He's got the arm strength. I think he has the moxie too, just seeing how he kind of operates, never too high, never too low. We're dealing with some of that redshirt freshman kind of learning curve. But I think overall you can see that he can execute and kind of go through his reads pretty confidently. What I do as a quarterback, I'll watch his feet, and you can see that the really feet kind of tell the mind and the arm when to throw or when to get off a read. And if you see guys with choppy feet or kind of scared feet or fast feet, that's telling you he's not comfortable back there. I haven't seen that too much with him. And so I think he's still got a long way, or his ceiling still, he hasn't even gotten close to it yet, right? We may have seen glimpses of it, but when he can put that together for for a full game, I mean, he's going to be one of the better quarterbacks in the country for sure.
All right, well, what about J.J. McCarthy? If we're talking about guys that are inconsistent so far and we've seen glimpses, what have you liked about his game through 4 career starts?
Yeah, well, that's the issue is he's got to stay healthy for a young quarterback because it is reps. It's when you're looking at in the NFL developing a younger quarterback like that, you got to give him two seasons of body of work to evaluate. And unfortunately, right, he gets hurt. Or maybe that, his rookie year, so then he has to sit out, which, can be good or bad. So he's not forced out there to go play because some of those guys, they kind of stunt their confidence when they get thrown out there and they can't recover. So maybe give him a little bit of time, get used to the NFL, which is good. But then even this season, right, dealing with a high ankle sprain, and now, right, he's got a bruise on his throwing hand. I mean, that's not good. For consistency, you could see later on in the game against Baltimore that his accuracy dropped with that injury. So hopefully, right, it's feeling better and they can ice it and all that stuff. But that's the last thing that touches the football. Kind of important thing to have when you want to be accurate. But he's going to be just fine. He's in a perfect system with KOC. Quarterback friendly. He's going to speak his language. He's going to understand the mentality it takes. He's not going to push him too hard. But I understand that we don't have forever here to just kind of we'll work through this. It's going to be okay. I get that. You got to give him time. I saw this, someone posted this and I love it. It's like everybody wants to see a young quarterback develop until you have to watch a young quarterback develop. And it's very true there. It's tough because we want to win and every game is so important and you don't want to see dumb mistakes. But more importantly, you don't want to see dumb mistakes done multiple times over and over. You got to kind of have to touch the stove, burn your hand and never do it again. And hopefully that's going to be what we see with JJ.
You're just a little bit younger than Kevin O'Connell. About, I think, 3 or 4 years, something like that, maybe?
Yeah.
Could you imagine yourself as a head coach in the NFL right now?
I was kind of pursuing that career path for a little bit. I love the game of football. And I love the game planning and, even calling plays in a game is really, that's like the next best thing you can do next to playing, right? To get like that high, for lack of better words. But that lifestyle wasn't for me. I just, it's like, man, we're not curing cancer. Why are we spending 18 hours up here 24/7 or whatever, 365? It didn't align with my values of I wanted to be a father and a husband. I want to show up for the people in my life. But I do miss it, and I get tempted to get back in. But, I think Kevin O'Connell by being the head guy, you can kind of set it up how you want to. The hard part is if you're on staff with just a psycho as a head coach, because then you just have to bite it and just do what they want and whatever that is. But with KOC, I think he has a really good idea of, hey, we got to put the work in. It's unavoidable, but you don't need to come up. You shouldn't be sleeping in the office. Go see your family, because if I want you to show up to be the best player or coach, you need some family time. You need some rest. You need to take care of yourself, your mind, body, and spirit, whatever. And I think KOC has it. The younger coaches in the NFL have that. Which is good to see, because it's like a changing of the guard a little bit of this old school grinded out mentality to, hey, no, you got to work, you got to put the time in, you got to study and do all that, but also get home, get some sleep, see your family.
Okay. If you had pursued that, what would head coach Adam Weber have said to going into senior year quarterback Adam Weber that you didn't hear that you wish you had?
Ooh, wow. I've never heard that question before either.
Good.
Yeah.
Hard-hitting stuff on the power.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm a sports guy. I'm a sports guy.
Oh, yeah. He is.
I think what I would have told myself is it's hard at that time when you're, 22 years old to understand what you're doing and that it's very fleeting and you'll never get this moment back. And just to really capitalize it. It's like you have the rest of your life to go have fun and party. Probably did a little too much of that in college, right? And so to balance that out, you kind of balance that out a little bit. I don't know if I would have listened to myself, but that's what I would have tried to relay to my younger self as a coach, is just really dive in. You get one shot at this. Make sure when you leave this school, it's how you want to leave.
Wow.
Very well said.
2 quick things from me. I also want to ask a question you've never been asked before. So, Adam, do you like your chili hot? The second thing, your greatest.
People don't get that reference. There are about maybe half the audience wondering what the hell you're talking about.
It sounded like something we should look up on Urban Dictionary.
Yes,
what did you just ask him?
That is exactly right.
Do you listen to this show and this radio station enough to get that reference?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yep.
So the follow-up is your greatest days as a football coach are probably ahead of you, because if you have a 4-year-old son, when he starts playing that youth football and you get dads in there that have that philosophy that you have about the balancing the time at home, but also being helpful to your child in a way that on the field you're coming from a totally different perspective. Like, your football coaching career is ahead of you, and it's called 4th grade tackle football.
Yeah, I know.
And it's the best.
Yeah. No, I do look forward to these moments. I mean, even right now, to be a father to, for my son and my daughter's life, you're kind of coaching them, right? Whether it be directly telling them certain things, they may not be listening or picking it up, but how you act. Like, something happens, right? I drop something and it breaks. Well, if I freak out, that's what they're going to see. It's like when something bad happens, that's the reaction you want. So I'm always thinking in my head, it's always good, teachable moments for my kids of no, just breathe. Hey, sometimes things fall. Let's clean it up. No big deal. We'll move on. And it's kind of cool to be able to hopefully pass that down to them. And so then, yes, when it comes to sports, same idea. I mean, sports are just a microcosm of life, right? So hopefully through the highs and lows of sports, I hope they pursue sports. That'd be really fun, but I don't know yet. Maybe they want to do something else. I don't know.
Get into motivational speaking. That's number 1. Number 2, can you come back when Meat Sauce is here? Because I think he needs to hear a lot of what you just said. And number 3, if we're just going to keep asking you questions that you've never been asked before, I'm asking this for a friend. How often does J.J. McCarthy take his shirt off?
You're making it act like Zach wants to know the answer to that, but we're wondering.
I'm trying to make some money this morning.
Who's the Zach guy? Sounds awesome.
All right. Your prediction for tonight? Again, obviously, Oregon's going to be tough to beat.
Yeah.
They're huge favorites. It's a home game for them. Oregon, number 8 versus your Gophers. Tonight, right here on the Fan, by the way. Friday Night Football. That's awesome.
Yeah. No, I think the spread is probably fair, just given how the season's played out. Oregon is a very dominant team. So it's going to be a challenge, no doubt. What I'm hoping for is we can minimize the mistakes and not turn the ball over, have a respectable game. You never know what happens. That's why you play the game. But if we can execute at a high level, we're going to have to play a really good football game, which is possible. Oregon's going to have to play a little down, which is possible. They're coming off a really tough game against Iowa. The weather's supposed to be a little iffy there in Oregon tonight. So, I think we can beat the spread, and then there's going to be the 4 or 5% chance that we pull off a miracle, and I'm always optimistic. But Drake is going to have a pretty solid game. Defensively, we're going to have to show up and stop their rushing attack, and we're going to have to sneak out some really opportune turnovers. And if that happens, don't go to sleep.
Got to get lucky, yep. All right, well, maybe the weather goes our way.
Yeah.
You never know. All right, that's Adam Weber. He's going to make his initials debut in a second. Marnie Gellner and Hawk and Parrish will square off against Adam. And one of you gets a crack at $103,500 after this.
Up next, it's the Initials game featuring the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Jackpot. Call 1-800-320-5326 for your shot at the Initials Jackpot next on The Fan.